I'll begin.
Hello and welcome to Garblag Games with Tuesday night Monster of the Week for the final week of 2021, which none of us, I think, will miss. With me tonight, this lovely group of people.
Not over yet.
Oh God,
Still not going to miss it. But anyway, yes, we'll let them introduce themselves and their characters, starting with Ben, because you're the closest, or the top closest to me on the overlay.
This is a message for future me for when I lose this character sheet again. You're playing Agnieszka Wisbowski, the spell slinger. It's important to remember this. She has blast, wall, and force, Ritz shield spell, advanced arcane training, forensic divination, carries a ritual knife, doesn't use consumables, and has the stat line that begins with -1 charm and ends with +2 weird. Remember that. Thanks. Love past me.
And Nye.
Oh, I'm next. Okay. Oh, okay. Hello. I'm Nye. I'm playing Agent Anderson, who has become like a cinematic universe while I've not been watching, at least on behind the scenes. So that happened. That was weird in a good way, I guess. But yeah, I'm playing the professional, and I am agent dad to all of the charming and amazing characters and people at this table, which is terrifying and also quite funny. So yeah.
Stanley Anderson ties it all together, Nye.
Oh yeah, I'm called Stanley. Everyone just calls me Anderson.
Next up is Leon, who is leaning into character right now.
Hi, I'm Leon. I'm playing Billy Shears, the flake conspiracy theorist of the group, and I'm worried that I might be in a simulation because the resolution's not great.
Odin.
Hello. Yes, and welcome to, as we say, the last week of 2021. Apparently, I don't believe a word of it until it's done. I would be playing Elric. No, I won't. I would be playing Leopold von Wagner. So many von Wagners now. Losing track. Leopold is a deliciously fey, pale, willowy, Byron-esque character with an épée and lace on his collars and cuffs and an Austrian lilt to his tone, and he is driven by pride. Basically, think Elric, he is utterly up himself. And currently lacking a hand.
Yeah, unfortunately, but we'll sort that out in a bit.
Still sorry about that.
Are we sorry?
Sorry.
No, I've got to be heroic. It's fine.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
Well,
Next up,
it suits you.
Pat, who I mean, other than Leon, has gone to the effort to actually dress. I mean, I'm just saying the rest of you could step it up a little bit. I want to see Nye looking sad in a government suit.
Yeah, we gotta get a nice suit.
I was about to say, do you honestly think I own a suit, a tie, let alone?
I actually had assumed, but I suppose not.
Go on, Pat. Tell us about your character.
So tonight I shall be playing Paz, the delightful herald of the apocalypse, who is in a very loving relationship with an eldritch abomination that merely by touching this universe would practically undo it. And she really wants to see that happen. So she's a good guy. She's totally on everybody's team, and she's totally not trying to bring about the end of the world through her love. She's para-romantic.
And lastly, but not leastly, Aaron.
So I am playing Ichabod Rust, the older brother of Serrano Rust. He is a member of the Wronged caste, the only other survivor of the attack of Granny Longlegs. He now has vowed to hunt down and destroy all monsters in the hopes of eventually getting to her and stopping her before she takes his younger brother's soul.
My universe. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. All these
Wow.
linked
This is
characters.
yeah. And I'm Lewis, the keeper, and I have to somehow corral all of these people into a story. So that's going to be fun.
Oh, good luck! Yeah.
I can imagine that Aaron and I are not going to get along today.
Yeah, you're gonna be arguing over who gets to kill the monster
Yeah.
first.
No, kill all monsters versus fuck all monsters. Oh no.
Oh god.
I feel
a little
like
of this, a little of that.
yeah.
You've
Agent
done
Anderson.
this with a
Scissors, paper,
misunderstanding.
stone in the back of the van. Just go. This one. Do we fuck it or do we kill it?
Agent
Well, that-
Anderson
yeah.
just has a little list with
Don't
like
marry, avoid.
yeah,
It's
they
only
can.
fair.
You can stand next to. There you go. and
Billy's
just
in charge
like,
of avoid.
whoever he
Ichabod's
has
in
to
charge
stand
of
in
help.
between.
Oh yeah, I have seating arrangements for all of you in the car. Who sits
Shotgun
next to you?
always in the front so that
Oh.
I may control the audio center.
Oh. Turn on a res, please.
So before
Got
we
a
get
great one called
started,
Best of You.
We
as
listen to
usual,
Klaus does Strauss. Very
I will
fine
ask
album.
you all to like and subscribe and follow us on Twitch and YouTube and join us on Discord.
As long as
And
it's
then
not Wagner again.
we'll get straight into it. So for those of you who recall it's the first Monster of the Week game we ran. Unfortunately, Leopold von Wagner ended up losing a hand right at the end. And being nice, I promised Odin a new hand. So, the scene starts with you all stepping out of the stand mobile at the edge of a little town called Harmony Point, in sort of a parking area nearby a little bridge that crosses off some dirt tracks that go out towards farms. Leopold, you've been told to meet someone underneath that bridge, and the rest of you stepping out, stretching your legs, and your feet are crunching on a dusty layer of fresh snow.
Okay, so I expect to see some ice sculptures when I get back. Okay.
Make it quick, Leopold. Okay, just
Billy, I have a theory.
You're not the boss of me. Well, I mean, you are, but you know.
Billy, I have a theory, Billy.
oh god, don't.
I
set
think
Billy
that there's
off,
an inverse
please.
correlation between the idyllic name of the town and the high-risk supernatural danger to it.
Yeah, no,
I'm not
noticed
good at
stuff
the
like
maths.
that.
You can run the numbers on it.
No, right. But then you get weird ones where it's kind of a bit of both, like Pleasant Falls, and you're like, well, that's just neutral.
Yeah, makes sense.
But then
Okay.
you have the water reference. Have you noticed how so many things happen close to the water?
I thought you were
Guys.
Almost like there's something in there. Anyway, Toodles have to
Yeah,
go
we
see a
promise
troll.
not. We promise not to give conspiracy theories to Billy. Okay. At
I
least
promised
Billy's
no
not on the
such
job.
thing.
Well, yeah. Well, I got you that ice cream, and now I'm starting to think that was a betrayal ice cream. But okay, that's fine.
Not a betrayal ice cream.
Trail ice cream. Oh god.
I feel like the agent has to get a lot of those quite often for everybody here.
So
And killed Jerry
Like
5 years
ice
ago and
cream.
replaced him with a lookalike.
I want ice
as
cream.
Leopold intends to go off to his rendezvous, what
I'm
are the
humming
rest
some
of you
Strauss. Mhm.
going to do? Are you all, is anyone going with him? Are you staying here by the car? Are you walking into town?
I know what happened the last time I left. All of
I'm gonna
them
go with
the
them.
car. Okay, yeah, pass.
I'll
That's
just make. I put down my my bag of Takis and my grocery store bag of celery, and I run with him.
Ichabod looks over at Agent Anderson. Anderson, are you comfortable letting a monster and a monster lover go off together?
I'm very comfortable.
The very fact that we're running with him. I mean, I'm with you, Anderson, because you kept my little brother alive when he was working with your team. But I don't know. I think maybe they need the knife.
hey, look. it's a simple answer. All right. I've told you this countless times. I'll say this to everyone that comes in your position. At the end of the day, we work with who we work with. We are, in some cases, literally fighting forces beyond our mortal understanding. You take what you can get. And at the end of the day, everyone gets their paycheck. We all go home. I mean, I don't, but like you all get it. So if you got a problem working with suck it up, because I hate to break it to you, this is the job that we're in. All right. I personally don't have any issue because I kind of just don't really care. But I mean, it's whatever, all right? I trust them not to. Okay, I don't trust them not to cause havoc. I trust that I'll be able to resolve the havoc. Let's go with that.
I'm going to Elsa the shit out of this snow in the background behind them while they're having this serious grown-up conversation. And use walls of force to like shovel the snow into compacted spaces so I can build a snowman, because Leopold demanded an ice sculpture and that's the best he's going to get.
Very carefully looking at the beach to see if Mothman is nearby.
But I'm using walls of force to create the snowman rather than actually getting my hands dirty.
I hear the Mothman has been dealt with, but you know, that's just something I heard through the grapevine. Anyway, anyway, yes. So Leopold and Paz, you find
you walk fast.
An icy little stone stairway.
Heels. I mean, come on now.
That curves
pretty good at fast walking in here.
Down underneath the bridge.
That said, Leopold is also wearing Cuban heels. They're at least 3 inches high, so you're in good company.
I know. Sorry.
Yeah, so bridge. Okay.
Yeah. There's a little icy stone pathway. Yeah. Well, your rendezvous is meant to be underneath it.
Well, let us go under the bridge. Yeah. Come along, Paz.
Coming.
I must say, out of all of them, I think you are one of my favorites.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. You're one of my favorites too.
Thank you. You're like in
when
my
you
top 6.
Get to the bottom of the steps, there doesn't really appear to be anyone under there that you can see.
They were supposed to be here, right?
Yeah, I'm going to bang on the rocks.
We're sure this is the right bridge.
Well,
maybe they're invisible.
Oh, but there's a little blue dot is here, so I think so. I've drawn one on this map, see? Remembering it's 1995.
Yeah. Good call.
Easy. I've got it on my map too.
What is that?
Where did you get that? Oh.
No, a phone is like the size of a small puppy.
Yeah. How long is the cable for that?
Yeah, it's astonishing. Okay, I've got to stand underneath the bridge and go, ahem! I do not have time for this. I'm Leopold von Wagner of the Unseelie Court. Make yourselves known.
Ooh, you're an Unseelie. Oh, that's interesting. As you...
Like there was any doubt.
Yeah, it does. As you walk past and then start demanding they appear, you turn, and from a corner you couldn't see before, a woman steps out, dressed in green with a green hood and a big flowing dress that covers the entire bottom half.
Hello.
So, you're Leopold then?
Yeah, and you are, Mademoiselle? Fräulein?
I'm Carol, and I was told to deliver this to you.
You have my thanks and felicitations. Who told you?
Well,
Sorry, Carol, this is my companion, Paz.
Hi. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes. Hello. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the box. they told me to make sure you put it on, and then
Ooh.
I need to leave. So if we could hurry this along.
Absolutely, yeah. Please place the box wherever is convenient, and we will see what it is.
She has a little box, roughly half the size of what a hand would be for Leopold.
Okay.
Would you like me to open the box for you?
Oh, yeah, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Ta-da!
Very nice.
Nice many dice.
Yeah, it is.
Inside is a shimmering ring of silver that looks like it would fit roughly around your wrist.
Ooh.
It has a bunch of tiny inscriptions all the way around it.
Oh, what does the inscription say?
I don't know. I can't read them.
Can I attempt to read them?
You could probably. It's not face script, but it does look like, for the most part, it's some form of magical incantation to do with metallurgy.
Just says Maiden Sealy Court.
To be worn by the unsealing.
I turn to Carol and I say, "What would happen if I wore that?"
Well, have you got both hands?
Yeah, first you would need to remove a hand.
I do.
You'd
Actually, no, Paz is going to find
Need-
that hot.
Yeah. You'd need to have just the one, but I was only given the one box, so
That's fine. I was just interested.
Oh, tell me, Carol, do you do a lot of this delivery work? This is most interesting.
she looks at you slightly, bristles slightly at that, and says,
Tempting
no,
charming at this point.
no, I don't. And to be honest, kind of interested in why they'd send, rather than coming themselves, they'd send a third party to
Oh,
deliver this to you.
you keep saying they. Which they are we in fact talking about here?
Well, the Unseelie network.
Oh, them. Oh, that day.
When
okay.
even
What
when
did
even
you-
the middleman is suspicious of what's going on.
What did you do exactly?
That's a very long question. We don't know each other that well. I think the most recent thing is that I lost this. So I need a new one.
Yeah, but they won't come bring it themselves, but they'll send you a new hand.
Where it may be because I killed their brother. Or it might be because I slept with their aunt.
All right, you're one of those, Unseelie.
Well,
What's it like being an intermediary?
Well, usually this isn't my job. Usually I work further afield.
That sounds
And I should really be getting back, so if you could just put the...
I'm very sorry to be keeping this,
Ring on.
Slipping on the magical manacle is obviously comes with some questions. Yeah. Oh hell, why not?
You put it on?
You don't put it on the wrong way round.
Yeah, that's wrong. I'll put it on this one.
Yes.
Does it have like instructions
nah,
for arrows? Or
Yeah,
anything?
it's like a circulation pump for a building. It has little arrows on it, like this way.
It's also got
The circulation
Bluetooth.
has to go this way.
Now, Paz, do you
Don't
think it would be useful if my hand could say go the other way? Would that be?
I think that'll be very interesting, and I'd love to watch.
I'm asking the wrong person. Okay.
Do you want me? Do you want me to attach it for you?
You rather than Paz? Yeah, I think I very much would. Thank you very much.
So
Carol, Fräulein
rude. I
Carol.
thought you said I was one of
No,
your top
you get to
chefs.
watch.
that's
Carol
even better.
picks up the ring and goes, count back from 3.
3.
The moment you say 3, she just shoves it on your wrist, and
that old trick.
it clamps down, and you feel it tighten around the edge of your wrist, and
Okay, I'm just
then
reading the pamphlet with the side effects,
starts.
and I have questions.
The ruins and incantation around it start to glow, and obviously it burns a little as it clamps
perfectly
into your
normal.
wrist. And then molten silver flows out of it into a very intricate, delicate hand that mimics your other hand, but obviously the opposite in almost every way. And the same incantations and ruins go all the way up.
Why do I get the feeling? Oh, sorry.
What?
I was
Please,
just saying,
chip in.
no, I was just saying, why do I get the feeling that Unseelie could have made it a completely painless process, and they were just like, nah,
It's just like
fuck it, we're assholes. Yeah,
that was the one whose aunt he slept with.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's yeah. Oh, do I have? Wow, you know. I should hope none of them minded, but there you go.
But the brother may have minded that I killed him.
True.
Potential, yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't mind anymore, though.
No,
Anyway,
no, fine now. This is a thing of beauty and skill.
Carol says, yeah, and she keeps looking around roughly into the town area.
Are you
and
expecting
goes,
something?
No, but I just, if that concludes everything, I just, I'll be on my way. You let them know you've received what you had coming to you, and yeah.
Your phrasing is just a little bit suspicious.
I'm just the middle woman in this case.
There's a lot of foreshadowing going on here. I mean.
And she shuffles off quite quickly.
Ta-ta! I
Thank
didn't give her
you.
my number. Damn.
So the rest of the group, what were you doing whilst this was
Probably
going on? Were you
Oh, sorry.
go into town? There's a little diner or something nearby that you could probably got a drink from. Sort of at the
Probably-
edge of the main road.
Probably reassuring Billy about the various conspiracies that everyone else has rather meanly put into his head. Like, right, no, Billy, no, the chemtrail stuff, that's all fake. We don't do that. We don't. Yes, all Nostradamus stuff is true, but it's mostly just guesses. It's fine. He bullshit most of it. Apart from the other stuff, but that's fine.
Ichabod heads into town. He just wanders off.
Yeah.
Are you going anywhere particular, or are you just following the main road down? Or
He likes the sound of the diner. He wants a cup of coffee.
yeah.
Oh, it's like herding cats.
If you walk into the diner, there's a few big muddy pickup trucks out front, and there seems to be a group of people from some construction site that is nearby having breakfast, and also as it is morning. And the moment you come in, the waitress says, "Oh, can I get you some coffee? Do you want a menu?"
Yes to both of those, and thank you so much for asking.
She sits you down near the window and pours you a cup of very warm but also very strong coffee that has probably been sitting there since they first made coffee this morning.
Ichabod takes a drink. He's like, "That's perfect army coffee right there. That's stand a spoon up in it and watch the spoon melt. I love this place."
Probably. The rest of you doing anything?
Putting the finishing touches to my snowman. Well, I say man, it's a snow eddy.
Oh wow, that's that's a lot bigger than we were expecting. Is it supposed to lean like that? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's not leaning, it's looming.
It's looming, right? Well, it
Have you
looks
never
like,
seen any Iron Maiden videos?
are they a band? I don't know. I don't keep up to date with what kids like these days. I don't.
Oh God, you're so old.
I am old. I am, and now I'm worrying about. I'm now quite concerned about what you've just placed over a road. I mean, this thing's now going to loom onto someone's car. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just everyone get wait. Ichabod's gone. Of course he's fucking gone because he's wandered off. Okay, and has right. Okay, Billy, the pair of you just in the car. In the car, we're gonna have to find Ichabod. Hopefully, he's not finding any monsters, and we'll wait for the other two to get here, and we'll just it's fine. It's fine. Oh, thank God I'm getting
The three of you get in the car, or
well, no, it's more like when a parent says to children to get in the car. Like they're not getting in the car. It's more of just a please.
Billy's quite good at doing what he's told.
Are you okay now, Billy? You're not worried about Mothman or the Grey?
Billy. When you get in the car, you shuffle across to the other side of the seat. And on that side, you see a man dance past. Seems to be heading towards the direction that Ichabod walked off in.
Have a dance.
He can dance if he wants to.
Randomly, yeah, just dancing continuously. Ichabod, whilst you're sitting there,
Friends dance. This is the question.
yeah, you watch a little kid walking down the street, and he seems to be handing people flyers as he goes. And he comes into the diner and hands a few about, and then he walks up to you and says, "Good morning, sir." Hands you one and runs off into the street and keeps handing them out.
Ichabod looks down at the flyer.
It appears to be an invitation to Mornis's 10th birthday party in the community hall.
Look up at the waitress. So, 10-year-old birthday party in the community hall? What's is he like the town founder's great grandson or something?
What, little Mornis? No, he's a good kid. He's just I think we're all going to the party. Yeah. Anyway, at that point, you see a man dancing down the middle of the road. Like, not even on the pavement, just the middle of the street. Cars have to move out of the way. And some of the construction crew turn around and look at him. And two figures dart out from across the other side of the street. One appears to be a police officer. They seem to be trying to stop him from dancing, but he just keeps straight on going.
I gotta say, for early morning construction town, you got quite a few sights going on around here.
Just it's the fourth one in the last month. And the waitress walks off into the back area. She seems to be rather distraught. Leopold and Paz, what are you doing now that...
We're not making out, no.
Definitely not.
No. So, you
I'm
like the
definitely
hand?
not like, oh, can I touch it?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I need to see if it retains the sensations of a normal hand.
It's pure silver, isn't it?
No.
That's so interesting. Whew.
Any
Wow.
time Paz touches it, it burns slightly.
Oh,
In a good
You
way
can
or a
feel
bad
it,
way?
but it burns slightly.
Is unsealy. The answer is yes.
yeah.
Probably.
Okay, yeah, unseelie are okay. That's a horrible thing. Well, I guess teach their own.
I do love horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, so after the hand touching session,
It's for science, yeah.
Science.
I guess we come out from the bridge, and I will
Probably eventually, yeah.
critically inspect the ice sculpture.
I critically pretend I wasn't inspecting that hand.
Okay, I critically removed the force field that was holding the statue up while Leopold is inspecting it.
Oh, oh God, oh dear.
Billy, did you tell anyone about the man you saw dancing?
Yeah, Agent Anson. Agent Anson.
Yes,
As you
Billy,
get
yes.
out of the car, you notice one of the street lights is blinking, which is strange because it's daytime and they should be off.
Better write that down.
But also, there was a man dancing.
Okay,
And
guys,
that's the frequency from the other street light. Very important.
There was,
All right, Paz, Leopold, go over here. What is it? Billy?
Yeah, hi.
I think it's
Hi!
Sorry, guys.
Look, the hand. Look.
What is it, Billy?
Ah,
What's up?
look.
That is amazing.
Is that your new
yes.
hand?
Yeah,
Didn't they have any good
Oh,
ones?
cool.
that's very rude.
What?
Agent
Yeah,
Anson.
look at it's shiny. Shiny is cool.
Yes, it's very good. I'm very happy that everyone has hands and is happy. Right, everyone in the car. Billy, what is it?
I think there's some sort of like strong pirate radio station nearby because someone was dancing, but they didn't have any earphone things in. And there was, if you have a strong enough transmitter, you can pick up radio stations in your fillings. So I think maybe there's one of them nearby.
Or if you have like a plate or something in your head. Yeah.
I dance without music sometimes too.
Well,
Yeah, but you're special.
but yeah,
Thank
guys,
you.
it's Billy.
That means a lot to me.
Billy, it's okay. All right, it's totally fine. We tried mind controlling people with music in the 50s. It didn't work, so we don't. Nobody in the world uses mind control music anymore. Apart from that one guy, but he's weird. So it's
where could one go to experience that if one were interested?
if you promise to do your paperwork after this,
Yeah.
I'll show you in the archives. Okay.
I'm sure
God,
the
you're gonna mind
agency has an
controlling?
entire
Well, I'm
department.
not mind
that-
controlling anybody. Yeah, no, it's like the Ark of the Covenant scene where it's just all that shit in wooden boxes, except it's all in like cardboard boxes.
Oh, I've watched The Warehouse.
Oh yeah.
Ichabod, the construction crew that seemed to be, that were having their breakfast all rush outside. And as far as you can tell, together with the police officer, they're trying to wrestle this man to the ground and hold him still enough that he'll stop dancing, but he just keeps writhing.
Fortunately, it's
Ichabod-
1995, so they haven't invented flash mobs yet. Otherwise, they'd all
No, so yeah, it's confusing as hell.
Ichabod,
This is it. This is the point they were invented.
He puts some money on the counter and walks out, heads over, just kind of standing behind the police officers. He's wrestling this fella. It's like, yeah, you got an interesting town here. Waitress tells me there's been 4 of these fellas running down your street recently.
Yeah, it's a real problem. Can you stand back, sir? And
Sure.
the other lady that was with him seems to be fumbling for something in what looks like a doctor's bag.
So what's the story with these guys? Are they is it contagious? What's
I mean, there's been 4 of them. I don't know. The rest are still in the doctor's office. Are you looking at the man himself, or?
Oh yeah. He's taking a close look at this guy, trying to figure. He's just interested. He's the weird things happen around him all the time, and he's used to dealing with it.
Are you like investigating, or as in, are you going to investigate a mystery, or are you just looking?
Yeah, I think.
I'm just interested in this strange dancing man.
I think he's going with investigate a mystery. Yeah. I mean, he feels drawn to this as a possible area of concern. So, see here, I've got +1 to my sharp, so that's a total of a 4.
Yeah, no. The most you can tell is that, he's frothing slightly, but he just seems to be really into whatever music is playing in his head.
I feel like on a roll like that, Jonathan Frakes probably walks in and starts saying, "Is this a mystery?" No.
Ichabod just kind of shakes his head. He's like, "All right, good luck with that." He starts walking back towards where he left the car.
I will say that's the nice thing about this system is it doesn't punish you for failure. It just shrugs and goes, "Well, you don't know."
Also, you can mark that as experience. There you go. Yeah. See, now that it's no longer a one-shot, we have to keep remembering these.
Gotta keep track.
I think back in the car, I say, "So where's the monster killer? I don't really like him."
Well, yeah. I need to go pick him up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike very many people, but
it's fine.
There's some things that rub me the wrong way.
I think he actually wants to cut my head off.
Guys, I've explained this before. Much in the same way that the agency likes to keep an eye on people with close affiliations to the supernatural world, or are part of the supernatural world, we also like to keep it. Yes, we also like to keep an eye on the people that aren't affiliated but have a perverse interest, shall we say? Not your perverse, not yours, and in a kind of kill other things. We can't have rogues going around doing their own thing. So it's all just about keeping it all neatly packaged in this hellhole I call a job. So
we take the vigilantes who want to unsanctioned kill the monsters. And
no, that does not happen. We
put them in the black bag wet ops sanctioned violence against monsters division.
You pretty much nailed it on the head, Leopold.
I've been making notes, Agent Anderson. I think you may have potential, maybe, with the right mentoring.
Billy and Aggie up to at this point.
I was making a note of the blinking pattern on that lamp, and I'm trying to just look at it, but I get really car sick if I try and read or write while in the car, so I'm feeling really sick.
Remember your bags, Billy. Remember, you're going a slightly strange color. I'm glad I'm in the front.
Not the evidence bags, not those. Oh, no.
But okay, Ziploc. They Ziploc much better than the paper bag. Remember last time? We went over that bump.
I know.
It did not look good for weeks.
No, neither did the interior of my car. But that's
and Aggie.
Fine.
That never looks good. So
Any puppy. Just drowning them out. Getting out the window.
Yep. Okay.
So are we going into town?
We're driving into town. I'm sure that's where Ichabod went into. It's fine.
I don't want to worry anyone, but we just had an encounter with a supernatural associated entity, and they expressed rather more interest in the town than might be comfortable.
Oh, come on. This was supposed to be my Sunday off. Are you fucking on the
There you go.
Yeah, no,
Canon-wise, it is now a Sunday.
Oh, sorry.
In good news, I have a hand. So that's good.
Told you. Town had a nice name. Something's wrong with it. Headphone back in. Back out.
No, I know, Leopold.
Halfway down the main road, you come across Ichabod walking up towards you as well.
I'm not going to talk to him.
Well,
There he is.
I do that thing where the car slows down
And,
but doesn't
yeah.
stop all the way and just push.
Further
people
down,
over.
you can see a group of people in the middle of the road, seemingly dealing with some problem, or at least there appears to be an emergency of some kind.
Can I see the diner?
Yes.
Oh, there's a diner! Agent Anderson, we can maybe go for coffee and pie?
Yeah, no, we'll
Yeah.
go for a coffee
Yeah.
and pie. I'll have to deal with this.
The-
Ichabod,
the-
just get in. I'm not
the-
stopping the car. Just get in the side.
Ichabod jumps in. He's like, "Yeah, the coffee monster, not too bad. There's some weird
Coffee
shit going on in
monster?
this town. No,
Yeah, it's
not
like
coffee.
Cookie Monster, but drinks the coffee.
No. We do not speak of that monster. That was an awful experience. I still have scald marks from it. I don't want to talk about that one. All right.
That's my bad. I meant monster, as in
Yeah.
you, Leopold. The coffee is not too bad.
Okay.
I think it's a compliment, but I'm not sure.
It's not Leopold. It's
It's-
fine. Right.
How good is the cherry pie?
I didn't have cherry pie. I just had the coffee.
How do you go in a diner and not try the cherry pie?
Well,
How are
maybe
we
they
ever
have-
going to prove the theory?
maybe
It's
they have
seven.
the
It's
key
7 o'clock.
pie.
It's 7 o'clock in the morning, Aggie. I mean,
It's always time
God's
for
sake,
pie.
it's pie
This is what
time
is
for
wrong
Aggie.
with you.
have some bacon and eggs for the love of God, you weird.
I dangle
Okay.
my bag of Takis. Want some? It's my
Okay.
lunch.
It's
Ah.
right. Okay, kids. Okay, just all wished. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go out and investigate because I have the badge. You're all still not got the badges yet. Okay.
Are
Who's
they
the most
getting the badges
responsible?
ever?
Keep saying yet. We're not.
Actually, they will. I do have an advancement that'll let me
Mhm.
give them badges. But I'm
Yeah,
not-
we want to
Are you going to
check
take
I'm-
that advancement? Is the
That's gonna be
question.
the last one. But yeah, oh god, who's the most trustworthy adult here? Leopold.
That would be
can't-
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leopold and Paz. I trust the pair of you.
Just because
take
Leopold is the
Aggie.
adultist because he's like
Yeah,
300.
just.
Well, he's still a headache to me, no matter how old he is. Yeah, the pair of you take Aggie and Billy to the diner. Ichabod, can you watch the car? And I'll just quickly investigate this. And guys, and he's gonna like pull like a 20 out. I had to sacrifice quite a bit of my paycheck last adventure, so please don't cause any collateral
No,
damage.
those were expenses.
Yeah, out of mine.
But you need to talk to your line managers. It's simply not acceptable. See, like I said, you need some proper mentorship, Agent Anderson.
Yeah. No. Well, my last mentor got eaten by a kraken, so that's what happens to mentorship. Now, the four of you go get your
maybe not.
pies and your coffees. Don't let Billy. Don't you drink any coffee? Okay. It just no sets you right off.
Come on, Billy. I have heard they have this new carbonated beverage called Jolt. Yeah, I
Oh.
think it's going to be very good for you.
All right. Yep, no,
Okay.
thank you for that. Yes, I'm gonna get.
Agent
Maybe some mountain
Anderson.
Dew, also nice.
As you walk up to this scene, it's pretty much the same thing Ichabod saw. About 4 or 5 construction workers and the police officer trying to hold a man in similar construction attire down, and and a doctor nearby attempting to find something to calm him down with. And the man they're holding is writhing about to a jaunty tune that no one can hear.
By the way, Ichabod has quietly walked up behind Agent Anderson because he doesn't pay any attention to his orders.
Oh,
No, that makes
it could have
sense.
stayed in the car. I had some fun in mind for that.
Yeah, no, yep, no, that's the Rust family right there for you. Behind me. Excuse me, officers. I am with the agency. Flash the badge. Don't hold out for too long before they question things. So I got a report about some strange activity that's been going on, and just out here check out. I'm assuming this gentleman is involved in such strange activity.
One of rather than the police officer, one of the construction workers answers, says, Are you the guys that head office phoned?
Yeah, we're the head. Yeah, we're head office guys. Spoke to, and I'm doing that thing where you kind of drag out long enough for the person to tell you the name.
Roundtree.
Roundtree, yeah,
Yeah.
Roundtree, yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's another one. Exactly the same as the ones before.
All right. Well, looking at your mate, don't worry. We have dealt with these situations before. We are experienced, so don't worry. If you just give the person into our custody, we can keep an eye on him safe. You know, the whole works.
Both the police officer and the doctor protest at that. Like, yeah, no, but clearly needs medical care. I mean, I'm running tests on the other ones as well. They should probably be taken to the hospital, but
well, I mean,
Triad Constructions dragging their feet.
I don't want to pull rank here, but I mean, who has actually dealt with these situations before? I'm lying.
I imagine
I should probably make that clear. I have no fucking clue what this is.
you know what this is? Roll to manipulate someone.
Yeah, I have 0 charm. Let's do this. I'm gonna use my special Christmas die.
Should have brought me.
Yeah, no, I really should. I shouldn't be talking to people. I don't know why I.
Oh, you should have let us do this.
Okay.
Especially if you want to
guys.
manipulate.
Charm is our forte.
Oh.
Ichabod, did you want to help out before Nye tells us?
Yeah. I mean, Ichabod would be like, yeah. Well, you should let the professionals handle this.
So yeah,
Agent Anderson knows exactly what's going on here.
So you roll charm now, and you can just give me a +1.
Does Ichabod
if
have
he's-
charm?
I think it's
Ichabod.
isn't help out plus cool.
Always, sorry, yeah, his assist is plus
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah, roll your
Yeah.
plus cool.
He
But I just-
doesn't. He has a 0 in cool as well, but it doesn't
Oh.
matter because I rolled 12 on the die.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Fuck.
Well, that.
So yeah, you let them act as if they had just rolled a 12, regardless of whatever terrible roll
Yep.
Stanley
I got a
Anderson
6.
rolled. So
that's
well, there you go.
great.
Yeah.
Agent Anderson's just like rolled up here and gone, Lilo Dallas multipass. And you just burst in from the background doing your best Bruce Willis and saved the day.
God.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
why
multi-pass.
all of you are here.
Muscles and
because-
t-shirt.
Yeah. Now, the police officer looks at the doctor and says, "This is way out of what we can deal with in town. Maybe it would be a good idea if we let someone used to this kind of thing. I mean, as long as we can check in."
Of
with
course, and we
later,
shall return him in a safe condition once we have managed to get the cure manufactured. Do not worry. I have very, 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 very talented people on my team who know exactly how to deal with these situations. Yeah.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
ripped off the antenna off the car and I stuck it to my ear, like pointing up, and I walk over to them and I go, Agent Anderson, I think we can use this to try and listen to the secret radio that they can hear.
We also have Billy. We're just keeping an eye on him. We're concerned that he may have also been infected. Don't worry, it's not contagious to our
different
Police
infection.
officer looks at you and like, yeah, if you got a card or something, we should definitely keep in close communication.
Say card, which is just a number. But only call that if you really need to talk to us.
Number 7.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And yeah, you don't wanna call that unless you really have to. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine, right? I'm assuming this person is handcuffed or like restrained in some fashion.
Hey, Dan.
They were just holding him down, but the construction crew is still, the workers are all still holding him, and the foreman, who was the one who talked to you, was like, "Yeah, where do you want us to help out? Where do you want us to
No.
bring him?"
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so what I'm gonna need from you guys is, do you have a space that my team can work from to investigate this situation? Nothing permanent. A town hall, perhaps, or some kind of like large space. Nothing too fancy.
Who are you asking? The
The people in front of me
people,
in general.
everyone in general.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, like that's H and Anderson's speciality, is just talking generally to people and expecting results.
And expecting results. Okay.
Exactly. Even if you can't deliver for shit.
The police officer says, well, the community hall's being set up for Molnus's party soon, but yeah, that's free at the moment.
Yeah, it'll be
And
fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. We're great with kids.
the
Nothing wrong
foreman
with
says, yeah, well, if you want, you can use our housing in town.
Oh, like sorry, this is now niacid. Like those like temporary accommodation they make for work sites and stuff.
They all have Dryad construction on their fluorescent jackets and hard hats and things. And
oh boy, this is gonna go horribly wrong. Okay, yeah.
Dryad construction, I like most people will know that it's a department of Dryad Tech and Construction, which is a large conglomerate.
Yep.
Yeah, now I'm just making up larger organizations that will also do things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Large, shadowy, leafy.
Because we were doing so well when we didn't have any competition.
Oh,
I've made a bunch of competition. Don't worry.
Well, at least that means that somebody will sort this out.
This is also why we're not allowed to go to the agency headquarters, because you'll realize what shithole it is. You're like, oh god.
We don't actually have one. We just have a post box.
Yeah, basically.
Agent Anderson with my antenna.
Yes, Billy.
But did they say has this happened to other people?
I believe it has, Billy. Yeah.
Where are they?
That's a good question. Where are the other? Good call. Where are the others?
The local doctors has the doctor who's there has the other 4.
Doctor Who's there? We're fine.
Yeah,
that's what I heard as well.
Dr. Robin, and she has the other 4 in her doctor's office. They've been trying to get someone to come and take them to the nearest hospital, but the hospital's pretty far out, and they seem to have a great interest in blood-based experiments anyway, so they're less interested in dancing people. Yeah, it's definitely
gets better and better, doesn't it? Okay.
Best equipment.
Well,
the director is.
We'll take this gentleman, and I'm going to grab
bananas,
him.
as they say.
I'm going to grab this guy. I can make a roll if you want, but
they're still restraining him, so you'd need enough people to sort of.
Got Ichabod. He'll be fine.
Yeah, hold him in the same manner, but he's going to keep dancing.
I'll say this: and I'm happy for Ichabod to join in. If we both roll tough, but we roll kick smash, but it's with the caveat that we're just trying to
restrain.
Have the caveat of restraint.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm saying this because I don't want to say this for Aaron because I know it sucks. But I'll take damage if we just base pass like a 7 or a 9, like between 7 and 9. I'll take damage like he punches me or kicks me or something. Right, I'll roll.
What Stanley Anderson is there for? Just get hit in the face while everyone solves things.
Yeah, true. I got a 6 and a 4 though. That's a 10.
I got a with my +2 tough. I have a total of an 11.
Oh,
okay. There you go.
Yeah. So
you've got a secure grasp on him. Ichabod's got him by the feet and holding them together, clamped quite hard. You've got him by the arms, and he's shaking about trying. But you've got hold of him. You can take him wherever you want.
Excellent.
And he doesn't really appear to be aware of anything that's going on in his surroundings anyway.
As we're walking away, Ichabod kind of whispers to Agent Anderson, "So, what's going on with these guys then? I was impressed that you recognized this. What's happening here?"
First rule of business, Ichabod. Lie, and lie again. I have no idea what this is, but we have several people who can do magic, so hopefully they can magic up a problem away, or make a new one. Who knows? But I found that if magic doesn't work, then guns normally do, and if guns don't work, then we go Operation Runaway in Terror.
Also,
we have
sword.
a sword.
Sword is good. No?
Okay, so we're gonna take this guy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let me know where you're taking him first, and then I'll swap over.
The back of the van.
Yeah.
The stand mobile,
Okay.
As it's
Christened. Mobile. Yeah.
And I'm assuming you did show me a picture once of this car. I'm assuming it has like a flatbed in the back, so I could like.
No, well, like the initial idea was like a longish Ford Explorer. It's sort of like early SUVs, big old Ford Explorer.
I could put a seat down though to make it.
That's very agency, completely black. But yeah, you could probably there's fairly big boot in that.
Okay, yeah. So we'll lie him down. I'll take my jacket off so I can rest his head on something, because God forbid if he smacks. Oh no, if he smacks his head and dies, then
in between all of the guns and knives and swords, magical equipment, smacking his head about.
Even as like a shadowy government agent, I still can't kick my fucking bleeding heart. Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's why you're Agent Dad.
Agent Anderson, I'll stay back here with this guy and keep him.
All right, okay, just keep him down. I need to get Aggie and the rest of them because they know.
In the meantime, what were Aggie, Leopold, and Paz up to?
Oh, they're having pancakes.
Billy went with the
pancakes and also the coffee and.
Do they have cherry pie?
They do.
Excuse me, delicious Fräulein. Hello. Do you have the cherry pie with the extra cream?
No.
Well,
you can't just with cream.
I mean, we were still baking it, but I think for you it'll be just about done.
Oh, you are simply the best. Thank you so much.
And she comes out with your order eventually as well.
I'm having the pancakes with the bacon and the maple syrup and the coffee, because some things the Americans can do. Coffee is not one of them.
Is there any chance that I could get a bagel with lettuce, tomato, onion, and a dash of mustard?
I apologize. He is from New York.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
I think we've got some bagels. I mean, the rest is basically a salad.
Well, it's like a
burger. I can try and
burger and you put it in the bagel.
All right. Yeah, I'll see what I can whip up for you.
I'm gonna tap on Aggie's head. Yeah, hello.
Testing.
Hello.
How good is the cherry pie?
I do not know yet. I have asked and ordered some.
When it arrives,
extra sprinkles.
No sprinkles.
No sprinkles. Oh, sorry.
The previous
uncontaminated.
The previous cherry pie in the previous place you visited was rather soggy and kind of canned cherries and things.
I know. I'm looking for a very specific cherry pie. I will find it on one of these adventures.
These are still the same canned cherries, but the base isn't soggy. But the top is like, it's too crusty. It's not flaky enough. It's not. It's just a hard. I mean, you're lucky you probably got them to get the cherry pie out of the oven when you did, because otherwise it'd have probably been overcooked. Still not there.
We're not going to find it here.
No, this is not it. Okay, Aggie,
No,
I
this
understand.
is
Let's,
mediocre cherry pie.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
coffee is too
Yes.
strong.
Oh, this is. I don't know what you do. Maybe coat roads. I think this is what this is for.
No, I mean, you could drink this at like 11 p.m. when you're on your way out to a club, but this
Yeah.
is not daytime coffee.
I think many of us understand the needs of the night. Excuse me,
The
Fräulein, with the coffee. And
Waitress apologizes and says, well, the Dryad construction people tend to start quite early, so, you know, we're open early as well.
No criticism. No criticism
I'm sorry,
intended. I'm looking
sorry.
for something very specific. It's not your
Rewind
fault.
me.
It's not very good.
You said Dryad construction company.
Yeah. They're
Do they
working
have a favorite
on,
color?
I don't know, you'd have to ask them. I mean,
Do
Why would
they,
a company have a favorite color?
do they show a penchant for green?
I would assume
Their
given the,
logo's green.
mythological illusion.
but
I hope they actually have some dryouts. That'll be fun.
but mostly they're working on building like they're moving some of the rivers. There's a canal network they're building to the city.
Is there a Navy base nearby?
Not that I know of. I mean, you're a bit
What's-
inland for that.
Indian
Where you are
reservation?
now, Harmony Point is a bit
Sorry,
further
Native
inland.
American reservation.
Can't say I can help
so-
you with that.
You're
What?
2 for 5. Never mind.
What's
What
the canal for?
Yeah,
Curious.
what is it connecting?
They're connecting up all the points apparently. Something to do with the hydro dam they've built now as well, and industry
Ooh.
coming from the city, just connecting the outlying regions as well.
By canal.
How old-fashioned.
Yeah, it's delightful.
I would assume a highway.
Usually I like old fashioned, but this is
I like canals.
okay. Yeah.
If only I had a railroad. Railroads are
I'm
fun.
sorry, Cherry Pie Fräulein. What was your actual name?
Damn it, now I've forgotten.
That, was anybody paying
Miss-
attention?
Miss Hampson.
Miss
Yeah.
Hampson?
Yeah.
Oh. I think Leopold by this point has at least taken her hand and going, so you're not married. That is a great shame.
At that point, Agent Anderson
Leopold
walks.
and I are both flirty in like the opposite direction. I love it.
Yeah, I'll come into the restaurant, having left Ichabod's with the car and Billy. That can't go wrong. Yeah.
You see pretty much what you expect to see. Aggie's eating a cherry pie and looking kind of.
Good news, Stan.
Leopold is flirting with a waitress, and yeah, Paz
Have I gotten my bagel?
is looking at a bagel that does pretty much look like they've tried to put a salad in the middle of a bagel,
Oh,
but
I wrap
not
it up
quite
in a
understood
napkin, and then I put it in
the.
my pocket.
pocket bagel. Yeah, I follow. I get that.
Yeah. Have I got my pancakes and maple syrup and bacon?
Yeah,
No, please no
yeah.
pocket pancakes again. The car smelled of pancakes for weeks.
Maybe you're right, Leo. Maybe I should just give up on the cherry pie.
No, Aggies. This is your chaos. This is your life.
It's quest
Quest!
to go, though.
I'm quite curious. What are you looking for in an apple pie? Or in a cherry,
Cherry
pie.
pie.
Sorry.
Cherry pie.
Well, there's your first problem.
Did you ever watch Twin Peaks?
Is that's that show that's on? No, I'm sorry. I haven't gotten a chance to. I've been rewatching the
Okay,
classics.
well, there's a
Frankenstein.
secret lodge in the mountains, and
Uh-huh,
the key is something to do with damn fine cherry pie. When you find the
Ooh.
damn fine cherry pie, I think it's like the gateway to finding out where the lodge is and gaining fabulous control over spiritual power.
Oh my God! Wait, I want to join your quest.
So,
Good to have
yeah.
life
Let's
goals.
find it.
Yeah?
Let's find it.
I mean, that's definitely also being banked for future sessions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We think that sounds ridiculous.
Also, I feel like
that's why
half-
the pair of you argue.
half of the things that Agent Anderson also brings up, like, oh yeah, that time with the coffee monster, just
Yeah.
wow, we could
Yeah.
fill
Flashback
weeks
episode.
worth.
What's also great about it is that I like the idea that half the time they're not even on like adventure. They're not actually being told to go anywhere by the agency. It's like, hey, can we go to this
Just
place to
like-
get cherry pie? And Agent Anderson just can't say no.
The thing is, he was talking about the coffee monster, but I thought he was still talking about the cookie monster, and I was
So did
trying to work
I.
out
Yeah.
how he got
Which
scolded
one?
fighting a Muppet.
By hot dough. I think it's hot
We
dough.
came to a civil agreement with the Cookie Monster. He wasn't allowed to destroy downtown New York, and we wouldn't, stop him, eating cookies.
With the cookie
So-
monopoly, yeah.
But downtown New York look like cookie.
The funny thing was, though, there's nothing magical about it. It's just a person with a,
Uh,
who knows.
When they
to
changed the name of New York to the Big Apple, it was to keep him away.
to come back to Agent Anderson
Fact.
walking in
Spirit.
before
Ringing, yeah.
before Nye's battery dies.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I love this. Yeah. Okay, guys. Team hustle. Come on.
Aye.
Agent Dad's getting tired.
Excuse me, Fräulein, I must go. Duty calls, but maybe if we can meet again later, yeah?
Leopold.
Well, I'll be right here.
Well, I look forward to that. Could you?
Unless I'm at Molnus's party, but I'll be right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe make some fresh coffee?
We'll see what we can do.
The last
I'm
thing we
willing
need
to
is
roll the
sowing your
manipulate
wild
for that
oats
one.
again.
Feel free.
Oh, goody. Yay!
Gosh.
I've
Okay.
rolled, yeah.
If you fail, it's going to be worse coffee.
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
It will be so bitter that
Well,
it
I got
might
an eight.
sever
Oh,
the connection with your
Jesus.
hand. It's
Got an eight.
just okay.
So it's
That's yeah.
They'll do it.
success with a cost.
What could you do for them though?
Yeah,
Any
what can I do for
suggestions?
you? Well,
Any suggestions
up,
that
I don't
I'm
know.
willing to role play?
Oh.
That was like, oh.
That's out. No ideas now. No, don't know. Maybe I could take something to the party.
Yeah, so you're
Maybe they
gonna
want some
come.
pie
Say you're
No.
gonna come
or
to the
something.
party then. That could be a
Tuna
good
bacon.
That's a-
idea.
So, this may be a bit forward, but would you mind accompanying me to the party?
To
Oh.
a 10-year-old's birthday
I
party.
would be delighted, Miss
A
Hampson.
romantic.
Yeah.
Should,
if you
should I get
you-
the young scamp something?
probably it's his birthday, but pick me up here at 8:30.
Oh, I look forward to it.
So there's a party tonight, but the person whose party it is a young scamp. Now, what does that mean for you, Leo? Is that like someone who's under a century old, or what?
Yeah, about that.
Oh, okay.
Agent Anderson's just like pointing to the watch at the door. Just doing that, like, guys,
I
come
think
on.
Pat
Get out of
comes
it.
over to
Yeah,
Anderson
what's the
and
problem, Stan? What
kind
do you
of, like,
want?
leans
And
really uncomfortably close to him and just like, I'm here.
Yeah, I know, Paz. I know. Very, very near and dear to my heart. So just
that's not your
move
heart.
slightly over there. Okay. Hi, Aggie. Right, and Leopold. We don't need you sowing any more wild oats. Just come on. We gotta go.
All of my oats are very civilized. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well,
Billy,
Also, I'm- I must
Perhaps
pay
I could
the
domesticate
bill.
mine.
Oh my goodness. Come on now. I must pay the bill. Excuse me, Miss Hampson, please. Will you take this $20 bill and enjoy?
Okay.
It's
Well,
like,
that's,
it was only $5.
yeah.
No, take the whole 20. Stare
Quite a
at the
tip.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Don't mind money. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see you around 8.
Oh.
Billy and Ichabod, you're in the car a bit further down the street where
Oh dear.
But do you
Stanley
think,
parked.
Do you think they tried to check his pockets to see if there's any like ID in there?
No, Billy, I haven't touched him. Feel free to. I mean, I think it's, probably. He may bite, but he's not a monster, so I'm not going to do much about it.
He's still swaying about quite in an attempt at rhythmically, but
I want to try and reach into his pockets to see if there's anything in. Is he wearing a jacket or something? Just like.
He's pretty much wearing the same clothing that the rest of the builders were.
Okay.
So he's got fluorescent overcoat, jacket kind of thing on with Dryad in construction on
Can I
it.
try and
A hard hat with the
down?
same logo, and
Let's get something bashing his head.
boots that look rather well. There's like they're wet.
Right, it's probably been a building site. I think there's nothing there. I mean, later I want to see if he's dancing in semaphore to communicate with us, but for now, I check his pockets if I can.
Yeah, sure. You just checking his pockets, or are you checking him out in general to?
No, he looks like he's dancing to the secret radio that only he can hear, or he has some form of magical tinnitus that we don't know about yet. Those are my working theories, because I'm trying to remember something about the Pied Piper of Hamelin being an inside job. But yeah, I want to see his pockets, see if there's. Got to look for connections. What is there on his persons, and then look at on the other persons.
Mostly, nothing spectacular. He has a little, has his keys, things like that, a wallet, little keychain on it with a picture of his family, and a little note with one of the invitations for the party that child seems to be handing out everywhere. And the only other thing in there is there's one little shell in there. Like, not a seashell, but more of a river shell.
I'm keeping all of these things. Because it's going to be too hard to put them back in while he's dancing.
Did you find anything, Billy?
Yeah. He's got an invite to a child's birthday party, which I think is suspicious. Picture of his family. So if he is a fake person, the identity goes really deep. They've done good work. And a shell. Like this shell. I will show it to Ichabod.
All right, then. Well, I got nothing for you, Billy. It's just as weird. It's just weird.
I'm going to put the shell to my ear to see if I can hear the ocean or the river.
Sanity check. Sorry, wrong game.
Yeah, my God, that would have been the end of it for Billy if this was Call Cthulhu. As you put it to your ear, you sort of turn sideways as you're trying to listen to it, and out of the corner of your eye, you see something glistening down one of the alleyways, as if there's a figure peering around a corner to see what's happening. And then, as you're listening to the shell, you hear like a slight shuffle, and you see whatever the figure was shuffle away.
What, did you see a person?
I didn't.
But did you see a person?
I didn't see nobody. What are you talking about, Billy?
There's a person up the alleyway. And they looked and then they left. And I don't know if they were just a person. Or if they were like a fake person.
Hey, Agent Anderson didn't hear us. That means you're in charge. Let's go investigate.
Okay, yeah. Let's yeah. I forgot I'm in charge. Okay, my antenna. I can pick up my antenna. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
In charge and you've got a mercenary with you. You'll be fine.
I'm gonna go up the alleyway.
Yeah. Yeah, the alleyway seems, when you enter it, it seems quite empty now.
Oh. Is it like a dead end alleyway?
No, it leads off a few back streets and down to other streets at the back of the main the main road.
Billy, whereabout did you see this guy?
They were like here where we are, and they poked out from the corner, and now I don't know where they're gone.
So I'll look around a little bit to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Perhaps investigate a mystery, I guess.
Go for it.
He
Billy
said the
helping
thing.
out, or
He said the thing in the game.
yeah.
I need to.
Finally,
kick some
someone
ass.
said one of the
They
things.
said this, yes.
I will help out. What's I doing for my? I got 7. Okay, so that's what's my
help out
add-on?
is a roll plus cool.
Oh, then 8.
Oh, there you go.
I
You get
I got-
+1 to the
Okay.
well. You get +1, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
Well, I got a 12 in total.
The danger is from
my-
Ichabod.
Damn, boy.
12.
That's fair.
Wow.
In total. Well,
Okay.
I've got a +1 sharp, so I rolled an 11.
Yeah. So you can ask me any question you want, not just the listed ones. So you can ask any question you can.
What?
I will say though, you sort of at that point, as you're looking around, you lean down and pick up one of these shells that's lying there as well, in a sort of disturbed area in the alleyway.
So my question is, what is the significance of these shells as it relates to our investigation?
Yeah.
That is the look of a GM that now has to bear the entire plot there.
No. That's the look of a GM who has to come up with a way of not bearing the entire plot master.
Gotcha.
Basically, it's
No.
hermit crab people.
Of course.
Oh, they're not. So
They
As
eat very small shells, and as they get bigger, they then inhabit human skulls.
That's
you
good.
stand up, looking at this shell, what it is becomes quite apparent to you, because a rather large shell-clad creature shoves you back into a bunch of boxes and sideswipes Billy Shears as he runs off down the alleyway.
Well,
I mean,
And by runs, it's more of a...
yeah, like a crab walk.
So I will say both of you being exposed to danger take 1 harm.
Can I protect Billy after he hits me? Can I lurch in front of him to prevent him from hurting Billy, or try to?
You've been thrown back into the boxes. You could
Okay.
try. You could try and sort of lean over and shove Billy out of the way if you want.
All right, I'll try to protect someone.
Go on.
10 on the die, so a 12 in total.
Wow. Yeah, you managed to knock Billy's legs out of the way just in time, and he falls back into a very, very usefully positioned old sofa that has been chucked down the alleyway and thus
That's nice.
receives no harm. The creature swipes out with a shell-clad hand, growls, and storms off away back towards sort of the area where you came from, towards the river and the bridge.
Hey, Billy,
Do
get
you...
Agent Anderson. I'm going to follow this thing.
Yeah, maybe it saw something suspicious.
Does does Ichabod have any talents referring to like monster knowledge or?
He has I know my prey, but it's only if I'm investigating or fighting a breed of monster that
Related
caused
to
my
your-
trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it would have to
so
it would
not-
have to be
yeah.
a demon. So no.
Nah.
No.
You're
not
very
really.
certain that it's not a demon,
Well,
but
Yeah.
by the shells and the dripping water it's leaving behind, you're pretty sure it came from the river.
Billy, I think this thing's going back to the river. I'm gonna follow it. Go get Agent Anderson. And
Yep. Okay. And I'm gonna see if there's a back door to the restaurant. If I'm down the alleyway, I'm wondering if there's like kitchen entrance or something for the
Yeah.
diner. I'll burst
You
in.
open the door and the chef looks deeply surprised to see you.
You're right to look suspicious, and I'm going to carry on running.
Yeah, you bolt past Miss Hampson.
Agent Anson and everyone else. We just saw a crab monster. It tried to push me, but it pushed Ichabod, and Ichabod's chasing it.
How hot was it?
I'm sorry, a crab monster.
Yeah.
No, that checks out. I've dealt with crab monsters before. We probably actually should help Ichabod out, or the crab monster. I don't know in this.
I give it a
Excuse
4
me,
out of 10. Paz.
Miss Hampson, do you have a very large pair of like closing pliers for the crab?
Paz is running into the alley.
No, this
Okay.
way. Paz, this way, right at the front of the diner.
Paz is following whatever direction you point.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You just put it out the front of the diner.
And
do-
they're gone.
Do you have a tenderizing hammer that I can borrow?
Leopold, your sword will be
sure.
enough. Just,
Sure. Okay. All right. Sorry,
You'll
I
be good.
just, you know,
It's okay.
I like to make people feel useful.
Let's
Well,
run
Miss Hampson.
fast.
you're going to
Um,
make me feel very useful by stopping this thing. So
Ichabod.
What is an innocent crab creature? Well, I don't see what the problem is.
The creature is pretty easy to follow, Ichabod, because it leaves this sort of wet, dragged trail on the floor. But it is bolting quite fast.
So Ichabod, he pulls out his enchanted dagger and he's running behind it. I mean, he's in
Yeah.
good shape, so he's going to do his best to keep up.
Give me an act under pressure.
All right.
We'll see
That's a really-
when you catch up with the creature.
That's cool. My
More than
cool
if.
is cool is 0, and I got a 5 on the dice.
Yeah.
I also
So,
roll
Mark
back in the
experience.
compressor?
You're not close enough yet. Ichabod has just leapt off after it. So you've
Bummer.
yeah. And basically you've leaped down the same stairways that Leopold and Paz went down earlier to under the bridge. Then you see it in the distance, and just bolt after it. And as you wind around the river bend a bit, it disappears behind some trees and leaps out right in front of you as you come
Tricky.
bolting around. Yeah. And smacks you in the face.
I think that's rude. So I
like
will,
smacking people in the face.
Well,
I'm
it's
I'm going to kick some ass with it.
yeah. Go for it.
All right, so I've got my signature weapon out, so I get +1 to kick ass, and I've got +2 to tough, so +3 in
Wait,
total.
wait. So did I take damage for the smack in the face, or was it just an ineffectual?
Oh yeah, you said 1 harm,
whip
right?
thing? Yeah.
So
Well,
if I-
in this case, it's 2 harm because it's
okay.
actual attack
Well, no,
that
I
you've
was
run
just
straight
checking.
into. Yeah.
I was just checking the monster actually
Yeah.
hit because I think monsters roll, don't they, as well? Do they? I can't remember.
No, usually what happens is an exchange.
Oh, of course, yeah. yeah.
So
Like,
when you roll, in most cases, you take damage as well.
Yeah,
And
okay,
then the monster does do something at the end, but it's also dependent on reactions.
Yeah,
to
no,
that.
that's my
Yeah.
bad.
So when the
Sorry.
GM does it, isn't it?
So-
take a hard move or something.
Yeah.
So Ichabod.
That was a
Ichabod
hard
also-
move because you failed the
Yeah. Oh yeah.
thing.
So Ichabod has a what does not kill me also. So if I suffered harm in a fight, I get a +1 ongoing until the fight is
Yeah.
over. So I'm at +4 on the dice, and I got a total of 14.
Ooh.
10 on the dice plus.
Yeah, that'll definitely do it. So you can you jam that dagger right in between these shells that are, you're not sure if that's its skin or some kind of protective armor around it, but
So I'm going to pick
just
to
finds
do.
its way in between it. Yeah.
I'm going to
What
pick
are
since
you-
it's a +12, 12 plus. My attack inflicts double the normal harm, and my enchanted
How much
dagger
is that?
is so it'll be a total of 4 harm to it. So I buried
Okay.
bury the blade into this shell.
Just for context, anyone who doesn't know how harm works in the system, that would put a normal person immediately into
unstable,
which is quite bad. And another one of them would probably kill somebody. So
yeah.
that's an ouch, even for a monster.
He did say magic dagger.
Yeah, no, that's
Are you sure you want to do that though? Because obviously it's gonna. No, it's not gonna fight back. It's fine. So you do 4 points of damage. Stab it. It stumbles back towards the water.
You drive a
opens
spike
up
into
its
brain.
arms and just falls backwards. And the moment the first of its shells hit the water, it just disappears. But you're pretty certain you hurt it. You definitely hurt it.
Damn monsters.
As you turn around,
The time that I see it, or no?
well, yeah. By that time you can have caught up to Ichabod if you want.
You killed it.
No, unfortunately, the damn thing got away.
Has.
Although,
Say that. We haven't even had the chance to interrogate it yet. You could just be an innocent bystander.
What you also see.
It attacked Billy. Anything attacks Billy is getting a knife between the ribs or the
What you
shell or whatever the hell else it has.
See, Paz, is Ichabod seems to be standing nearby a figure that he hasn't actually noticed yet, but the slumped green robes that seem very familiar to you, as you may have seen them earlier.
Nice.
And on that, would you mind if we take a very small break?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going, I have no battery. Of course, let's take a break.
Yeah, go for it.
have a delightful baking soda and vinegar reaction.
Oh, that's going to be so.
And
hot
on
when
that note,
happens.
welcome back to Godback Games. Yeah, where monsters are afoot.
Or many feet if they are indeed crab monsters.
So if everyone else was chasing after Paz, who was chasing after Ichabod,
Well, you say
who was chasing after a monster.
Promenading with Agent Anderson. I wouldn't say chasing.
Who is now trying to get you to no, Leopold, we need to hurry up because we all know what happens when those two meet a monster. It usually ends with one of the three killing something. And we don't want any of that. So come on, hurry up. And Aggie, you too. Come on. I'll buy another cherry pie later. Let's just go.
That. Oh, okay.
In
Yeah,
that
No clue
case-
what's occurring.
Yeah.
Well, neither do I. I left them in the car with the person we're supposed to be helping, and apparently my car has just been abandoned. We're saying this while running, obviously.
You turn up
So,
about
Are we
10 to
helping crazy dance people or fighting crabs? I missed something. I was
We
in the
are
restaurant.
stopping Ichabod and Paz from playing poker again to see who gets to kill / do the other thing with the monster.
Aggie, we've been over this so many times. In this business, crab monsters and dancing plagues are not mutually exclusive phenomena.
Oh, we can do both, I think is what he is saying.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Put A and B
Okay.
together. it would
Leopold is
probably
going to
be
go
related.
incorporeal and just do the really annoying running through everything thing.
Okay. Yeah.
in that case, you turn up about 10 seconds after Paz and Ichabod have both spotted this extra figure lying on the ground, and the rest turn up about 10 seconds after that as well.
Wait, we
I will-
both saw it? I thought I did.
I'm
I
so
will-
slow because I
Well,
left.
I
in front of
imagine
Paz.
when Paz saw it, Ichabod will probably notice that,
Yeah.
oh
I'd
dear.
probably run over and
No
lean
longer-
over it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
asked Billy-
Paz, why are you
Paz
trying?
cardio
Why are you
Billy.
hiding? Who are you hiding, Paz? You trying to save
Um,
another one of your monsters?
Hi, Ichabod. How is it going?
First off, excuse you. Second off, she's somebody that I met earlier. She's a friend. Don't be such a prick. I lean
She
over Carol. What's the deal?
appears to be, Carol appears to be a dead friend now.
You don't you fucking dare talk about Carol that way. She's not alive anymore.
That's true, Paz. She
God
is
damn
dead.
it. Did you do this?
No, I don't kill humans.
Was
You
Carol-
can see just the slightest hint of hooves sticking out from under her dress,
I don't-
which was
Oh.
long and flowy.
I was about
Oh,
to
yeah.
say, just, no,
Paz,
come on,
I
yeah,
would,
she was human.
Paz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paz, let me be clear here. I thought she was human, so I wouldn't have killed her. But now that I see she has hoofed feet, I probably would have killed her. Yes.
That's such a nice thing of you to say.
At least he's
Which
always honest.
Ichabod could probably turn around to see Leopold with his
Leopold,
pepe
like,
out going.
Just bought
That's
a
okay.
gun.
It's
but she's
okay,
not using it
Leopold.
right now.
The crab thing fell in the water and disappeared.
So
The
you
hoof chick is
lost-
already dead.
You lost our only clue.
What seems to be the issue with hoofed lady,
You
Carol?
useless man.
If
I stabbed it. I was not happy about it.
Oh, have you still got the knife?
Oh yeah.
Can I?
Nothing can pull this enchanted dagger out of my hand.
Well,
And
maybe
I'm
you
not
can.
giving it to you, Aggie.
Well, I don't want the knife. I want the blood on the knife.
Oh yeah, for sure. Here you go.
Paz,
Can I
you want to
investigate
roll?
mystery?
Investigate a mystery. Go for it.
It's 2d6, right?
Yeah, 2d6 plus sharp.
None of you out of breath in that run.
Can I assist Paz? Because I will go over to Carol at this point.
Yeah, that would be nice because I got a 7.
Okay, I'll let you because I'm just generally nice and
Rolling.
I was going to say,
Help out. Plus cool.
If help out only gives a +1, so you need to get an above a 12 to get,
Mm,
because a +1 just gives you an 8, so it'd be the same result for.
It's not very likely. I should
Oh,
say
yeah.
that Pat has a reroll.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
there you go.
oh,
Yeah,
oh, there you go.
This
Yeah.
might be more useful.
On a 7 to 9, you can ask you get one question as well.
Yeah, that's
so
that's what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying.
help
It's still a
out,
success.
'cause
It's just
Yeah.
Leopold
Oh,
would.
Jesus. Actually, wait,
Oh.
no, I
Maybe I
did
don't.
actually re-roll. And
Yeah.
believe it or not, believe it or not, I got a 12. I was really
Oh
not,
my
not thinking
goodness.
about,
okay.
because
In
I have
that
0 sharp. I was
case,
really not
yeah.
thinking that a re-roll would help. But holy shit, it did.
if you got a 12, Paz really investigates Carol, and you can ask me one question.
That's
Whatever you want.
anything.
Yeah.
Well, that's anything. That's the beauty of
What
it.
happened here?
It looks like, because you got a 12, looking at the scene and from what you can feel from it, most likely Carol was on her way back when unfortunately she seems to have interrupted something and paid the price for it. You can also see some scattered surveying equipment nearby. So there's a good chance the construction worker from in town came from here. And whoever the monster that fell in the river is probably at very least murdered Carol.
So yeah, what do the wounds look like? Does it look like she was hit
It
by a
looks
whole
like
bunch of different
she's-
clam shells?
Been drowned.
Oh fuck. Hmm.
Does Agent Anderson arrive on the scene?
Yeah,
I
you-
kind of pick her
you
up
come-
and cradle her.
Come up.
I
Oh,
thought we were there as well already. So.
I don't know.
you've come
I
up
got lost.
sort of, about 10, 20 seconds after
Kind of running
Leopold.
in, huffing and puffing.
Yeah. Okay.
Leopold would like to start doing the whole Doctor Strange time crystal thing. To do a rewind on what happened here.
Oh shit! Yeah. Use
Yeah.
So
magic.
basically,
Use
he'd like to
magic.
Use magic.
Go for it.
If you want to use the actual words.
Yeah. And what are you using magic specifically to? Well,
I
what
want
are you
to
going
rewind
for?
to the point of Carol's death.
She was drowned.
Okay,
So
that's-
observe another place or time
yes,
is
that's
the
one.
effect you're looking for.
That is
Yeah,
indeed the effect I am.
go for it.
I've got a lot of
Leopold starts.
Oh, I love you cracking
Um,
dice. Love you cracking dice. Love you cracking
Right?
dice.
You're never
That
gonna
would be an 11.
never gonna level up
Nice.
this rate.
So yeah, it works without issue. Your effect is observe another time and place. As you
The whole
do
finger
that,
thing.
as you do
From
the finger
comics,
thing,
obviously not the films because they haven't happened yet.
each magical movement you make with your silver hand seems to burn slightly more, and you feel the wrist lock clamp down on your wrist slightly
Charles, this
further
is
each
normal.
time. But you rewind, and it's vague images, as if there's either a glamour been thrown up here or someone is trying to prevent you from seeing the entire scene. But you see smatterings of it, and from what you can see, there were at least 4 people here. One was the construction worker that you've seen. One, you get the vague outline of a hulking monster hiding by the river. And he suddenly comes out and grips the surveyor. Then a third figure in this case comes
Wait,
out
wait,
from
wait.
the woods.
The construction worker is the surveyor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comes out from the woods, and finally you get a 4th figure who is just wandering along, and unfortunately turns the bend in very much the same manner Ichabod did, and runs into this situation.
And that's
And
Carol.
your final Yeah. Your final glimpses are of a figure walking off into the woods as this surveyor starts dancing and the monster drags Carol from the river and leans
We
her
all
up
see that.
against.
Or does only Leopold get to
Only
see?
Leopold, yeah.
Yep.
It's
Leopold will happily do the whole Aragon dancing through the recreation, though. So there was someone from the woods, and then the surveyor comes through.
you start looking at leaves on the ground and like,
And then
When
there's
did
the
we show up?
crab. You're not in my vision. I mean, you're in my vision now, obviously.
I can see you.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Leopold, is the crab thing killed Paz's friend. So maybe not all monsters should be
Therefore.
alive.
Yes, that was obvious. No, I don't accept your conclusion.
I think the important part of what I have seen through piercing the veils of time, which is one of the abilities granted to me by my less than normal status.
Yeah,
Mr.
monster.
Rust,
Fuck you.
is that there was a third person here, and they came from the woods and they returned to the woods and they left carnage, death, and dancing behind them. Just an unusual combination.
Okay, fine.
Aggie,
Oh,
Oh,
I
Aki,
she'll
not
take
good.
a little bit of the crab dude blood that was on Ichabod's blade and paint a little bit of it on my face in the shape of an eye. And then I shall read a bad situation using my third eye.
ooh, very nice.
Because it's not
Very
forensic
nice.
divination that I had. It was third eye. And ouch, you're going to feel that. That's an 11.
Another 12.
It's oh, hang on, no, that's 10 plus the sharp is 11. Yeah. And I get a bonus hold on a result of 7 or more. Plus I can see invisible things.
Okay. So what was it? 11?
Yes, it
You
was
get-
Standing
11.
invisibly in the river.
Yeah.
Just like
So I lift up off the ground ever so
Yeah.
slightly, whipping
You-
the leaves around,
have
eyes rolling back.
Yeah. So as you're floating there, you have a hold of 4 then, because it's 10 plus, which is hold 3, plus 1, hold
Plus
4.
one from the third eye.
And you can ask me what's my best way in, what's my best way out, are there any dangers we haven't noticed, what's the
Yeah.
biggest
Well,
threat,
I'm looking at what's
the
my
most
best
vulnerable
way
one?
in context of how do I follow the trail of this extra person?
The extra person, yeah, to your sight seems to be leaving a residue that goes back towards town.
What's the biggest threat?
The route that the person has, the extra figure has taken seems to be the one that stands out furthest in your mind.
What's the best way to protect the victims?
It would have to be some form of magic, for it appears that they have been touched by some form of magic.
And are there any dangers that we haven't noticed?
Out of the corner of your eye, looking into the water, you can see the outline of shells along. They're sort of glowing to you along the river bottom. And if a giant hulking figure were to lie down and probably be magically hidden, that would maybe be what they look like.
Float down to the ground, little flecks of dried blood floating up into the air, eyes roll back down, return to normal. Got 'em. Big crab monsters camouflaged right there on the floor of the river.
that
It's a
monster
guard
do
dog.
this?
It's not clever or sentient or anything sophisticated.
Ichabod just jumps up with his knife and just
You,
plunges it down.
yeah, I have a general sense that it probably you had a sense of sorrow coming from it.
Oh, right. So in that case, I wouldn't have said that. Crab monster's not a bad thing.
Okay.
If you
I'll probably-
pointed it out where it is, Ichabod will try.
Yeah,
and
he
kill
would
it.
still stab it. Crab monster's hiding there, but it's not a bad thing.
My handgun comes out.
It's lost something, but the biggest threat isn't that. The real monster went that way.
Ichabod looks down at the creek, looks back that way. Are you sure, Aggie?
200%.
He looks down at the creek, goes, "Stay there. I'll be back."
No, you won't.
Yeah, no, we should go for whatever is bringing. this
Real
poor-
monster is causing problems. It's
innocent
going to take
monster.
magic to fix.
Ichabod starts walking along the trail that Aggie indicated. He just looks at Paz and laughs. He's like, "Take the shot if you want."
Not unless you do something I don't like.
Guys, okay, right. Okay, now he's pulled his gun out. Okay, look, I've
Agent
killed
Dan.
people. I've killed people far closer than all of you are to me. Okay, so let's just settle the fuck down. Okay, remember what the agency's goal is. We
Kill
turn our
monsters.
enemy. That is a secondary
Yeah,
goal. We
what is
turn-
our goal?
our goal is to. You can flip me off all you want. Okay,
No,
we have.
Paz
business
is
to run.
flipping Mr. Rust off.
Oh, right,
It's
okay.
fine.
I was not flipping you off, dear sir. You are very kind to me. I put my gun back in my belt.
Okay. And Leopold asked a good question there. What the fuck is the agency about? That's a good question. None of you are meant to know. That is information for yours truly and only yours truly. If I can say this, we don't kill unless we have to. But we also don't spare unless we have to. Okay? So,
Big
It's in the
bad getting
river.
away.
Yeah, I think we
Let's
should get
go.
going.
let's get going. All right. And somebody maybe give Billy a lift because you need to really. Are you all right, Billy? You're still wheezing.
Yes. Check my heart rate. It's going down.
Okay.
Do I know anything about unseelie court death practices? Is there any chance that I might, garner anything from? Actually, I straight up say, Leopold,
Yeah.
should we do something, Carol?
Oh, yeah, compassion
Close
for other
eyes or
entities.
something?
Yeah, it's a very good point. Thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't
To
know. What do you
closing
mean?
the eyes, like
like-
a coin on the eyes or something, maybe.
Or
Maybe
cut the
we
head
could come
off and
back
put holy
later.
wafers in her mouth.
Ichabod,
That's a
please-
vampire. Damn it.
Please pursue the threat.
I was thinking maybe something more like release her back to the court.
Come on, Rusty,
yeah.
let's go this way.
Yeah,
She's
you
not
two go-
really a
make lots of
member
noise.
of the court. You have the Unseelie court, and then you have an Unseelie and a Seelie network that are loosely affiliated monsters that don't particularly want humans to murder them, and so side with powerful Fey entities.
And that
Just-
makes an awful lot of sense.
Yeah, that's in
Can
a-
I banish the corpse of Carol from this mortal
You
plane?
can, if you want.
Okay.
I'll
Is
let
that
you
a-
use magic to do that.
I would use magic. Yes.
That's I think banishment is a big magic though, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'm off base.
Yeah, but in this case, it's more setting
ceremonial. Fair enough. Yeah.
corpse
Yes,
to
letting the
rest.
spirit go to its rest
Yeah.
rather
Yeah,
than
yeah,
actually
that's fair.
banishing something that's
Yeah,
actively
there's no
trying
resistance.
to stop you.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Apologies.
So 10.
Banish a spirit or curse from a person, object, or place it inhabits. Yeah, we'll go with that. So a 10, yeah, that works without a problem.
So I kind of do the.
And Carol, the Glastic, disappears before your eyes in Jedi fashion, leaving just her robe behind.
down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And-
And return stronger than you have ever been before.
Who knows?
Is there like a thing about taking the clothes of those that have departed? Because that's
If
a pretty
I'm
cool
not
cloak.
looking, it's not a crime.
Yeah, okay. I take the cloak.
Yeah. If I'm not looking, it's not a trap. You turn around and Paz is just wearing it.
Oh, Carol, you are alive! Oh my god!
It's in the pocket that doesn't have a bagel in it.
Pocket.
Okay.
Pocket bagel. That will
Okay,
come
now
back as a
we should
MacGuffin.
Go follow antenna guy and gunman.
Right, yes. Let's go.
Thank you for your service, Aggie. I didn't say that at the time. We should probably follow them.
Oh
unless
yeah,
you've already
also Fire
started.
Girl and Agent Dad.
Yeah.
You,
I'm trying to live, honestly. Everything's been happening so quickly. I've just been like, yeah, I'm here.
yeah.
That's your job.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to follow the residual magic
No, no, no.
trail of mysterious fourth entity
hmm
back into town.
Yeah.
Third,
It-
actually third entity.
Third
Sorry,
entity, my
just to be
bad.
really picky.
Yeah,
The
Carol
older they
turned up
appeared in the
last,
vision.
so yeah. Yeah, it leads you straight back into town towards the main road. And pretty much before you were even or before you even knew exactly where it's going to be, you were pretty sure that the community hall was going to be your end destination.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, he's 10. Why are adults going to his birthday party?
Yes, it's very strange, isn't it?
He is a demigod.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay. Right, who needs a gun? This is your last roll check.
I have a hot date.
Last time you gave me a gun, and I decided this time I would trade in my bicycle for actually having a gun.
Okay, don't wave it around in the street.
I've got a gun now, though.
I know,
Isn't that
okay.
cool?
I mean,
Ichabod goes to the van and pulls out his
It could
assault
shoot
rifle.
people.
yeah, no, I figured.
I love the fact that you've got this one bloke just like
Yeah,
restrained in there, and
we can have a conversation
we'll deal
about
with that
using my
later.
car unattended. Yeah.
It could shoot people.
What? Yeah, no,
Crazy, right?
Noisy
Paz, I'm looking at
cricket.
this gun. It's supposed to have a safety. You filed the safety off. Why have you? Okay, right. Point that down, away from everyone that's not me.
Like this? Or like
Yeah.
this?
You guys need guns.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I already have my sword. It's very cute how all the Americans just think that I'm like European and not carrying a deadly weapon.
That's very nice. Okay, well,
Wait,
I've
that's what that's for. Crazy.
got my
I actually did think that
handgun,
was a
so-
European thing.
It
Unless I
is
need-
also a European thing. Yeah, we are having the jewels and everything all of the time.
It's pretty. I like it.
I should
a
probably
very
head back
cute
to the
gun.
car,
I mean,
actually, to
sword.
grab my stuff.
It's very lovely. Yeah, I've had it for many of your generations.
How long
So-
is it? Do you mind if I touch it?
Yeah, actually, in this case,
It-
I do.
In the meantime, is anyone actually checking this dancing person in the back of your? Yeah,
Agent
just
Anderson
like
will get.
I was
Nah,
gonna,
car.
but they made me leave him behind and go and do other stuff, and now
Yeah.
I've forgotten about him.
What?
Moved on.
Yeah, that was
just fine.
Oh.
Hey, we have a captive. Cool.
What time is
Cool.
it? It's very important.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
9 o'clock in the
moving.
morning.
No, it's getting close to midday now.
Oh God, ages time. It's okay. I need to be like all pretty and everything for like later. But let's go kill a monster, yeah.
Oh, totally. Hey, do you need anything?
Psychedelic tiger cup.
No, I mean, do you need
Oh,
anything?
for later. Well, let's talk about that after we've caught the big bad, okay? Because Billy is doing his twitching thing. I don't.
Right,
think
but like
we
you know,
could have
I'm
given
not about to
down
let you go out and not look stylish as fuck.
That's very sweet of you. Thank you, Paz.
Okay, so you
Ichabod,
going?
do you have enough guns?
straight-
Do you have the minigun? Do you have the little rocket launcher? All of the things that make up.
No, monster. I've just got my assault rifle, sidearm, enchanted dagger. It's what I always roll with.
I don't even understand why you're talking to that thing.
That's nice. I think it's important to include all of everybody, even the lesser races.
You sure about that one, though?
Hey, you guys, I'm going to go into the town hall on
Oh.
my own and confront the monster.
Someone
while you
disappeared.
argue.
There he goes.
Like back to his dad.
Might need a face
Do, do,
rearrangement.
do.
Face
do.
pause.
Yeah, I'll just transition us to the cover screen, and I will start moving
Okay.
You can still
moving
hold it.
faces
It's fine.
around.
But should I go around the back?
Sorry, what now?
I'll follow with you, Aggie.
I'm going into the front door.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go with Leah.
Come on,
I
Paz.
take it we most likely lost Agent Dad.
I believe
Yeah,
his
Agent
battery
Dad
went
is sitting in the car
bye-bye.
hyperventilating.
It's a shame because he's the one with the
Yeah, he's also the only one who can stop you from turning this
blowing
into.
this town up. Yep.
Yeah.
How convenient.
So we've got crab people under the control of something, and we've got people digging canals that therefore connect all of the crab people. Oh,
Right.
it's just an
Agent
utter-
Dad is in the Twitch chat though, so still being monitored.
No, it's fine. There's a delay
Yeah.
on that. We could have already done the damage before he
Yeah,
finds
it
out.
will be too late. As long as we don't talk about it too much first, which is our weakness.
I like the
One
idea
of our
of
many weaknesses.
I like the idea of Agent Dad giving you advice from the
Yeah,
Twitch.
just little
Chat,
earpieces. He's
just
got
like-
earpieces.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
like,
Alien.
no,
with the
don't do
control
that.
Cab, and you've got all the troopers with the head cams and the earpieces. Go left, look up. Oh my god! Ah!
Right.
Billy's going to
who
move around
wins?
the back of the building. I'm guessing it's a standalone
I'd
building.
just like to give.
Oh
some
no, a xenomorph.
to Pat just miming everything I was saying. That's just superb. And the audience missed it. And we just got to enjoy that. I'm just so
Aw.
happy. I love working with you people.
You call this work?
While we're on pause, I'd just like to say hi.
We're not on pause.
They can
Everyone
still
can
hear
see
us.
us.
Oh, they can still
Yeah.
hear us.
That's why I keep, that's why I keep role
Just be
playing,
good.
going around the pitch.
Okay, well, I'm going to break the fifth wall and go. I really like playing with Aaron, and I find it slightly hard playing an antagonistic character against him. But I'm going to
Thank you.
roll with it.
Oh my god,
because-
same.
It's really hard, but I will keep rolling
Same.
because that's the
How do you
character.
think I feel? I have to be antagonistic towards all of you,
You
all
want
the
to kill
time.
us all.
That's just generally humanity. That's not you specifically.
We know that, and that's why we love you.
Absence
Yeah.
be like flirtation noises.
It's like the saying, isn't it? It's better to be at the right hand side of Aaron than in his path.
Takes a laugh.
Guys. So,
Right. Now, I'm
Ichabod
just going
Maggie.
to quickly add Nye in as a picture, and because I have a really good picture of Nye.
Oh,
And
I'm
if
hoping
Nye
it's
is
the
listening
right
along,
it is.
if Nye is
I wonder how
listening
you
along
got
in
such
the,
pictures. Winks
who,
at
who
camera.
knows?
Winky, winky. We're all winking. You can't see us, but we're winking.
I'm like that character from that Marvel show that's a witch that winks at the camera. I think her
Agatha.
name's Aggie.
Yeah.
Hi.
I thought we
Oh
already
my
had an
God, I
ag-
see what you did there. Oh, I did not see that. Oh my God.
Oh my god!
There we go. The perfect Nye picture.
I remember the first time I met Pat. It was an after game chat, and Pat's icon appeared, and Pete went, "Oh, it's going to get loud." And then Pat appeared,
And Pete was
Well,
right.
Yes, it did.
and Pete was right, and it's been wonderful.
There you go, people.
Flatter me.
Agent
Yay.
Nye is still with us in spirit, and everyone is
Yay.
roughly where they should be. They might be a bit off center, but there you go.
Who am I?
Story of my
I'm
life.
still Aggie. Okay, good.
Just,
Oh my God, I'm just going to set everything on fire.
just so you know, I think,
Everything on
yeah,
fire
Fire.
magic.
I'm going to do like fourth walls and everything. Oh my God, you're also old.
I think Nye's face at the moment will become more useful as your
As this gets worse.
actions,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So which door does the trail lead to? Because that's the door I'm going in through while they're arguing.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
you're in.
the main door, really, pretty much.
Ichabod's right at your 6. He's like right behind you. He goes, let's go, Aggie.
We will distract from the front, okay? I've got French.
This is also
There
the
we go.
front.
Oh,
Looks like it's only Billy going in the rear.
Well, you know what? Billy be like
I
that.
do not believe we went there, but we did.
Without Agent Dad, you're spiraling now.
Fuck. I have to watch myself.
Yeah. Ichabod just kicks open the front door then. He's like, all right, let's
Yeah.
go.
It's a community
You
center. They're
enter
open.
and yeah,
Usually just open
Don't
it,
kick
you
it.
know,
Kick
because,
the
oh my God,
doors.
Monster Slayers are the worst.
No, yeah, speak friend and enter, yeah? No,
you
just...
kick the door straight open, and for the most part, there's just 5 or 6 people in there that seem to be moving tables about. But the moment you come in, they stop,
'Cause he's got an
turn
assault rifle.
towards you, look briefly, and then they just start dancing. Most of them are now doing a waltz, but on their own.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
We kind of lean round Ichabod.
Hey, Aggie, Monster, Leo. Can you guys, do that hoodoo that you do and make them stop?
Yeah, Dick, yeah, like I have a name.
Hey, all right, Leopold, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No,
You're right.
not
I'm
yet.
not. I'm just trying to be nice to the
No,
monster,
I
okay?
don't
For a minute.
want you to be nice. I want you to be professional, okay?
I am a professional monster killer.
Ooh.
Hey,
But
Agent,
the last monster got away. So, like amateur
Agent-
hour in here, I think.
Agent Anderson chimes in like, we're all on the same team, and he gives you a big
Oh,
pep talk about,
Getting a buzzing in my ear. Can you notice that? Can you
is there a
hear that?
DJ booth set up for this party?
yeah, there is.
Liking yourself.
And
I'm gonna
there's a
throw
little
my-
child. It's right at the back, and there's a little child standing at it, just watching everything.
Ah, damn.
And looking
I'll
at
throw
you.
my Discman to Paz and say, hit me up with some real music.
Oh, you know I will, motherfucker. This is 1995, right?
Yeah.
Who was
Good luck connecting that.
who was the
Do you
cool
have the
techno
right
person in
cables with you?
1995?
Oh, you can't just pull the disc out and
Is
plug
it
it into their
is it
system.
Deadmau5? Was Deadmau5 around in
No,
1995?
not
That'd
in
be vinyl.
95.
Let's
Fuck. Who? World Builder. I'm literally counting
yeah.
on you.
Yeah, sorry, in 95 I had no techno
Born
skills.
Slippy by was it
All
Underworld?
right, yeah.
Underworld. Oh
whoever
yeah,
is-
Underworld. Good
Ah,
shout.
yeah, good.
Underworld. All right.
There you go.
Whatever. Whomever is the cool techno person on the DL, that's what's going on right now.
Maybe some Ministry of Sound. Yeah, just throw that one in there.
Paz, the
Too
moment
mainstream.
you walk in, you hear a whisper that
Ooh.
you also hear as a shout, and you also hear echo through your head as you walk forwards with this Discman. And yeah, it basically says quite clearly and firmly, stop. And you can roll act under pressure.
To not
Like it's going to have to be men at work.
Safety dance time.
I actually kind of want to stop.
You can stop if you want.
Do I have to roll act under pressure if I don't?
No, if you want to stop, then that's fine.
I
Stop if
ask
you
the
wanna.
voice in my head why.
Are you not resisting in any
stopping.
way? But yeah, as you stop, basically all of the muscles in your body tense up as well and kind of cramp. And
You want me
You-
to dance? I say out loud.
if you want,
You wanna?
Ichabod looks over at Paz. He's like, amateurs.
you can dance if you
would
want.
know.
Perhaps
Yeah,
I
Why
don't
is
want
it
to
always
dance.
creepy
Yeah.
kids?
I'm not hearing any music.
In that case, you can roll act under pressure for this.
Okay, yeah. All right. You got me
Plus
there.
cool.
Ooh, plus cool. I like that. I especially like that because I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Now you can definitely hear music. And it's sort of like, yeah.
It's a 5 total, but yeah. Yeah, I hear music.
18th. Well, it's like 18th century kind of, yeah,
That's not the kind of music I
ballroom-ish
like.
dance.
I'm not gonna lie. My character
You
has a
don't
very
really
specific type
have
of music she likes.
That's
have
why they're
much
waltzing.
chance or much say in it at the moment as you are gonna start dancing.
Rad.
Ichabod sees this going on, so he tries to read the room and figure out what's the originating point of this. Is it
Yeah.
the creepy kid or?
Go for
It's
read a
really
bad
creepy.
situation.
Yep.
Fairly obvious.
Let's see, plus sharp. No, that's a 5.
Yeah, all you can see is 6 people waltzing and Paz dancing however Paz wants to dance.
It's
but
Paz
definitely
interpretation of a Viennese waltz.
It doesn't
I,
even need to be that because Paz just wants to dance.
All right, Leopold.
Yeah. I quite like the waltz.
I'm out of my depth here. Paz is clearly gone. Has just clearly checked out. Can you do your hoodoo and figure out what the hell is going on here?
Still here,
You're asking
but the
for my help.
music's so tempting.
You were Aggie, somebody. I mean,
All right, I'm on it. I'm on
No,
it.
No. I will help, Mr. Rust.
Dick
well, I
measuring.
appreciate that, Von Wagner.
It's Wagner, I
Most
think.
welcome.
Agent Anderson's just sort of like, watching like Paz dancing between the two of you. I'm like, oh god, no.
Well, I guess I would like to investigate or read a bad situation. I'm not quite sure which.
It'll be read a bad situation because you are in a bad situation.
Is this bad? Something bad.
You
Dancing.
may all start dancing at some point.
That seems fine.
That does seem fine for now, but you know,
That's absolutely
depends
fine.
how long you dance for.
It's a hot 8.
Yeah, you get hold 1. So you can
Okay.
ask me one question. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what is the best way to protect the victims?
I think with Agent Anderson in my ear, I will ask, what is the best way to protect the victims? Also, that's more fun to say in an Austrian accent.
There definitely appears to be a magical influence on this whole place.
Oh, no
and
shit, Sherlock.
it is a magical influence that seems fairly familiar to you. And the best way to protect it would be to dampen it somehow or to stop it altogether.
It seems familiar.
To you.
How does it seem familiar to
It's
me?
fey magic. People are dancing.
That's a whole different
getting
question.
Controlled. Come on.
Oh,
What
it's
is
a
this?
whole-
Amateur hour? Right.
Oh,
okay. It's
a
magic
whole lot
time.
of spuck. Wait. Hand on shoulder for Aggie. Aggie. It's not dryads. It's satyrs.
Okay.
Look.
Cool.
Okay, now blow up the sound deck.
Better idea. Right. I am going to get fucking weird all up in this place. It's magic time. Sometimes the only way out is through. I am going to try and wrest control of the magic.
Yeah, you can try and do that. Is that use magic as well? Or?
I believe so.
Let's see.
Looks like because big
But-
magic tends to be ritual based stuff.
Yeah.
I suppose
Yeah, that would be a
aligns
bit
quite closely with.
big, but sort of like banished spirit or a curse from person, object, or
Yeah.
place it inhabits, something like
It
that.
does fit somewhere in that sort of limitation range, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
I'll say then on a 7 to 8, yeah, there's a good chance that it won't free everyone.
That's fine.
It's probably going to be the glitch.
I don't want it to free people.
No.
I'm taking control of the music and then making it do what I want
Yeah, sure, go for it.
by stripping the creature of its power. So, oh yes, that's gonna do the trick. 9, 10, 11.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I reach
so
into
your
the
effect, is you.
reach into the magic, and there's this kind of disc scratch sound, and then we switch across from 18th century waltzing music to some trad goth London after midnight spectacular.
Yeah. The music they could hear, you couldn't hear. You could just see him dancing. But whatever you've done, your music is definitely now overpowering that. And you can see him all sort of slowly looking confused, except
that's
for
right,
Paz,
bastards.
who will have a
2
choice.
steps forwards, 2 steps back, screwing
Who
in the
will-
light bulb while catching moths.
who
Wonderful
will have a
choice.
choice of whether she wants to keep dancing or stop.
I think she stops dancing, but only because she knows what she's here to do.
Be after a while. It's probably a few beats.
Yeah. She takes her time. But she comes down eventually. She's like, not quite my scene, but I like it.
The little child looks over to you and goes, seriously?
Yeah, hello. I was liking the waltzing, but the mind control, that's some very, very bad non-consensual juju right there.
I was liking the mind control, but not the waltzing.
Yeah, we all have our own
You-
opinions.
You have no idea what's going on here, do you?
But
No.
I'd like to.
No, not a fricking clue. But you killed a friend of mine, so. Well, I
yeah,
say
that.
friend, errand girl.
Mm.
But she was useful.
And
And
Child
not
looks
kill.
up at the moment and she's like, and he is like the Glastic. That was unfortunate, but she was very much in the wrong place.
Yeah, and now you are in the wrong place.
Am I though?
You are in all of our way and under our scrutiny. I think for you, this is the wrong place.
hey, look at that.
Oh.
Von Wagner's getting all Monster Hunter on me.
Cousin,
Yeah. Stand
you
down.
have
Let it
no idea.
Oh, you
And-
think they're related?
Yeah, he just
In that case, I will reach out with my eldritch fist and just slap, slap. Then honor
He
demands that
is-
we meet.
going to. When you try to slap him, he's going to meet you head on magically.
Ooh, fun.
So this is going to be more of, roll kick ass.
Yeah, bring it, cousin. That's a hot, whatever that is, 10.
Nice. So you get to choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, take one forward, or you can give one forward to someone else. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, -1 harm, or you force them where you want them.
Force them where I want them.
And what is your harm rating
I
on
have
your
no idea.
hand? I think it's probably a 2. If I were to
have
guess.
some boosts. Hang on.
Because it's your hand rather than your sword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, oh yeah, you've got unholy strength as well. But you're sort of
yes.
casting your hands across.
What it looks like is just Leopold goes back, back. But what you see is the imprint of a hand on both cheeks of this child. Oops, sorry, it's a child. It's not really a child. Child-seeming being. I get a 1 for magical harm, and then I get the extended reach, which is what we're doing with that. So.
Yeah. So it takes 3 harm, and in return, you feel something sharp jam into the side of you, and you look down and see an unseelie dagger stuck between your ribs. You take 2 harm.
It has been a long time. Thank you.
Right. I think.
But give
Billy's
I had a choice to bring him where I wanted him, didn't I?
Yeah. Where did you want? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I'd like to at least move him away. I want to call him out. Basically, is what Leopold is doing. Is someone mentioned jewels earlier? This is basically what Leopold is looking for now. So at least to bring him out from behind the music deck and onto the dance floor.
Yeah.
It's cool. His dancers are now my backing squad.
As you sort of wince in pain,
it's nostalgic.
Seems to have shrugged off most of what you dished out, and he hops up onto the deck and then sort of lands with that straight-legged bonk on the floor, like haha, in front of you.
Oh, you do the 3-point landing like the heroes now?
No, just like badunk. I don't need to flex my knees because they won't hurt anyway.
They'd be digitigrade, so if he flexes his knees, they'd go the wrong way.
What are we dealing with here, Von
I think
Wagner?
Billy Shears is the last person who has something they can do before the monster is unleashed.
The shit kicks off. Yeah.
Guessing there was a fire escape, so I couldn't actually open it from the outside. So I'm just had to walk around the entire building.
Put your antenna up. Can you check in? Yeah, good.
You can sort of see what's going on through the windows as you walk around, though. So what do you?
I just see Paz dancing, and it's like I don't know if anything's wrong. that could be completely normal.
Could be fine.
Yeah, that's definitely not the impression she doesn't give off.
Leopold's pointing a sword at a kid.
Just carry around to get to the front of the building.
Don't get on well with children.
Fine, Billy's the kind of conspiracy nutcase that would be doing the whole Men in Black thing. That advanced physics textbook is way too serious for a kid that age.
Yeah. Shoot them between the eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you doing, Billy? Sorry. Moving in.
Getting around the rest of the building so I can get
right round and then go in through the door.
Yeah. Like a record, baby.
There's a back door as well.
Oh, there was. I was
sort of a kitchen area.
Because so much has kicked off, I'm like, I probably had to walk around the whole of the building.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
I'm back in the front.
Sure, no problem. Molnus is gonna look straight at Leopold now.
Oh, he has a name now.
Yeah. He already had a name. He's had a name all the way through.
He has not introduced himself.
Doesn't feel the need. You're not that important.
How have a proper jewel if you do not introduce
He did actually. He gave you his card earlier.
Yeah, precisely. You were invited to the party, so, you know. But Molnus looks at you and goes, never send a Shelley coat to do an unseelie's work. And kind of looking in between you, which one of you thinks like the most susceptible. And I think he's going to, he locks eyes with Ichabod Rust, and you can
Yeah, I
give
thought
me.
you might.
Yeah. You can give me an
I was
act under
right
pressure
here.
roll.
Right here.
We'll get
You are
there.
so
There's
underappreciated. Paz.
plenty
I do
more.
not
Yeah.
You made it
understand.
weird.
Yeah. So,
Fucking Christ. Damn it. I keep making things weird. I keep trying to get possessed and no one doesn't.
So yeah, I rolled a 3.
yeah. You are
Dance time, baby.
momentarily overcome by visions
Oh,
of your
shit.
darkest terror, whatever that might be.
Okay. That's
I
unfortunate.
wonder.
One wonders. Indeed.
So yeah,
Is it
Ichabod
cheese?
appears
It's cheese, isn't it?
frozen to
Yeah.
the spot.
It's dairy.
Actually, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 luck point to make that a 12 instead.
I forgot about that.
Flickering images of whatever your
Me too.
whatever Ichabod's
like-
greatest
it was-
terror is, just
So it's the image of Granny Longlegs bursting out of Serrano's body, but he shoves it back down into his subconscious where it belongs.
Have it to Paz's subconscious. She'd be down for that.
just yeah. Molnus looks at you and goes, "Well, that's unfortunate." And yeah, then it's back round to whoever amongst you wants to go first.
Stab it.
Leopold.
Yeah, immediately Ichabod is like, "You son of a bitch," and charges at him with his dagger.
Yeah, go for it. Roll,
You-
kick some ass.
You see, I had more seen Ichabod as
What's
like,
your
a
dagger made out of, by the way?
killer.
It's my signature weapon, an enchanted dagger, 2 harm hand magic.
Is it made of iron?
What's it made
doesn't
of?
say. Okay, yes, it is a cold iron dagger, an enchanted cold iron dagger. How's
Thank
that?
you.
Yeah,
You're a
okay.
monster hunter. It does make sense.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does. Okay. Okay, that's so let me just double check my numbers. +1 to kick ass, +3.
Yeah, Molnus pretty much moves to meet you, so
Okay. I only get a 9, so I do some damage, or I
Yeah.
hit him, but
okay. What do you do exactly?
so I come in and I bring the dagger low and just try to stick him in the sternum. But he's
Yeah.
gonna get a good hit off on me as well.
Yeah. As you do that, it sticks in there and his hands dart out and basically just sticks both of his thumbs straight in your eyes.
What an asshole.
Oh,
And you
Hmm.
lurch backwards as he sort of sways about with this knife wound in him. So, how much damage does your knife do?
It's 2 harm.
Yeah, and you take 2 harm as well from.
Okay, so I am at 4 harm now.
You're
Just to let you know.
unstable.
Yes.
well, we knew that.
Yeah, but it's
That
getting
is true.
getting worse.
So yeah, Ichabod's looking a little rough. Blood pouring out of his eyes. He's got his bashed inside. He's like, "Damn it, Von Wagner, kill this thing.
What? Yours there was a gun. What are you doing running with a knife?
It's a magic dagger."
Okay.
He shouts at Ichabod, "First you people steal my home and now you're here to murder me."
No.
You started this fight, jackass.
Yeah, Malnius, we did not steal your home. What do you mean?
They did, those people.
Those
And he
people
points
like
at Ichabod.
the Dickhead Corporation?
Who's up next anyway? Because Ichabod, well, now he's taken out Ichabod, the knife is returning to his hand from Leopold.
But it seems rude
Yep.
not to
Side
let
as
Leopold
well.
get a strike in before
Yeah.
he
but
takes
no, but
steps.
no, hang on, no. The Leopard is like, no, what? No, cousin, what home? Who harmed you?
What are you going to try and manipulate?
Yeah, hell, why not?
Go for it. He's coming in with his knife at this point.
No,
He's sort
we
of,
need to stand down. You got
Jabs
one good hit in.
Ichabod in his eyes, and as Ichabod goes back, the knife returns to his hand, and he's twisting around towards Leopold.
You would like a hot 14.
Ooh.
I love my Kraken dice.
Yeah.
And my
Okay.
plus 3 on
Do-
manipulate.
I forgot to ask, do you actually have Dark Negotiator?
Nope. I was thinking, can I manipulate monsters rather than
Yeah,
thingies?
can you? Yeah, otherwise it's gonna be.
Well,
I
no,
can.
but I still want to talk. This person has declared themselves as kin, and then
Yeah.
they've declared themselves as harmed by the mundane world. Leopold von Wagner is sympathetic.
You can
Like to
ask
diffuse
your
rather than
question then, because of the Fantastic 14. And you can ask your question.
kill, but not
I will
manipulate.
give you an answer that you're not entirely guaranteed is 100% true, but you will take the knife damage.
Oh, great. Okay. Cousin, so
Can I cast Bigby's grasping hand to prevent him being stabbed?
No. You could
All right, then,
cast
can I use a
protect
wall
someone.
of force instead? Because I have as combat magic the wall effect and the force effect, so that's
Yeah.
wrap it around
two.
him.
Yep.
So what we'll do is Leopold asks his question. I'll answer. Molnus is coming in with the knife. Then you can roll for your force. If it fails, both of you are going to take harm because that's your action, and then he's going to just start stabbing up the place.
Who harmed you, cousin?
The humans have moved the river. We can't return to the court.
You're a salmon?
How are you going to return to the court if the path is closed?
There are other paths, cousin.
Not here, they're not.
Well, no, that's why I'm still here. We can find them together. You do not need to do this.
But they took it from me.
I understand your pain.
The Unseelie also don't really need as much of a push to take themselves out on humanity. So,
I
Oh,
understand.
you look at me funny. Now we shall
That's so
destroy you unto
fucking
the 13th.
yeah,
Okay.
so-
This
So,
is what
you know.
humanity does.
and they'll pay for it. How many other paths can they take?
Oh, so you will destroy one tiny little town. Oh, come on, cousin. Your ambition is better than this. Yeah?
This town, and then the next town, and then the next after
This
that.
is like pennies in poker. Come on. I thought you were a cousin. If we
At
want to
that
do this,
point-
then we should do this right.
At this point, he is gonna try and stab you, though.
Fair enough.
Right, so I will
So-
try and do my
yeah.
effect. So is it basically using combat magic to shield someone?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I suppose that it's like a use magic roll, then rather than
Yeah,
a
it is.
protect
No, it's
someone
kick some
roll.
ass rolling weird
Oh, right.
instead of tough.
Yeah. yeah,
Or
okay.
act under pressure instead of, with weird instead of tough. Your call. Doesn't make any difference to the roll. I'm using the wall effect, which is a 1- harm magic barrier, which does close, 1 armor, is obvious and loud because it kind of bursts volubly into effect. While it's made of force, it displaces air in the process.
Yeah. Okay.
And I got an 8.
So yeah, the wall basically springs up in front of. Well, you can do that, and then I'll tell you what happens to you.
I was hoping to wrap the wall around him.
Yeah.
So it's like a closing semicircle that
As
appears around
it's
him as he goes in.
closing, he sort of darts out between it, away from Leopold, but hurls his knife towards you,
Jammy
and
shit.
it sticks in your shoulder for 2 harm, burning with an unnatural,
Like so
sensation.
many of us, yeah. You can get cream for that, you know.
Who wants to go next?
Billy.
Or Paz.
So
Billy
I
or
mean,
Paz?
I'd probably use monster empathy or dark desires on this motherfucker.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay. So you know what? I lean in towards this attack at Agatha, and I look at the creature and I say, "Look, there are ways to resolve this that don't involve the rest of the town, and trust me, you don't want to see the wrong side of this group that I'm running with. You know, Ichabod over there," and I point towards, obviously the one that I despise,
Yeah.
has absolutely no intent of letting you leave here. I don't agree with their methodology. You'd be better to work with me than face their ire.
Okay.
So this might be I think I am trying to use dark
It's,
desires to
yeah,
manipulate someone
someone.
on monsters. Yeah.
Is that
So,
a roll plus charm or a roll plus weird then, if it's...
I'm assuming it's a plus charm because otherwise I have
Okay.
built my character very
Oh, no, it's probably plus... Yeah.
I would
Seems
assume
fair.
it's
Charm.
Yeah.
all right. Well, that is a 6 and a 3, so that makes a 9 plus my 2 in charm, which is 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Boom. 11.
So yeah, they'll do it for the reasons you gave them. If you ask too much, they'll tell you the minimum it would take for them to do it.
Work with me as opposed to getting slain by that motherfucker with a goddamn envy streak.
Molnus leans in, but doesn't really lean in because he's still hurling his knife towards Aggie.
Well, can do whatever they like.
But you feel him lean in towards you spectrally. And he says, "If you make this town pay, I'll come with you."
How would you like that to be served? I lean in conspiratorially.
Yeah. You get a sharp image of his initial plan, which was basically to make them all dance themselves to death whilst he sapped their life energy from them.
I should think that a financial downturn would do about the same.
I don't know. I don't think they can go more downturned than they already are.
Well, we can hash this out in the van, you and I.
He's gonna need hard evidence beforehand of your plan to go with you.
I'm going to need you to make yourself scarce so that we might conspire, the two of us. I am being genuine.
Yeah, he's not entirely convinced yet because obviously there are also still, 5 other people trying to kill him.
As
If you
predicted,
disappeared,
Paz is
I
recruited.
could find you.
Yeah. Billy, what are you gonna do? You get a sense
Now,
by the
walking
way
into the
Paz
hall.
is, yeah.
What do I get a sense of?
You get a sense that he's willing to consider it. He's definitely
Interesting.
yeah.
I like this guy. Bit young for my taste, but I like him nonetheless.
It's not really a
whatever the spectral sense was that leaned
I'm
into you was
not buying
more
into the anime school.
was
He's also
yeah,
not a
was-
timeless entity from beyond space-time, though. So
Yeah. we're not in the anime sense of things, but Paz likes them philosophically.
But in any event, yeah, No, whatever
So
leant in
is it-
towards you spectrally was definitely more akin to Leopold in age than the 10-year-old child that keeps trying to murder everyone.
No, the anime can do
But-
crazy things to a person.
Anyway,
Paz is not one of
Billy.
those people.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's Billy experience? Because I mean, I do lots of connecting the dots, but
Yeah.
Ichabod's trying to kill it.
Yeah.
Az is trying to seduce it.
Yeah.
Leopold is trying to talk and reason with it, and Aggie's trying to block it behind a wall.
Yeah.
I was expecting something
Basically-
like, and if everyone's fighting it, I'd be fighting it, and I'm not really sure what Billy's first impression is going to be as to what we're trying to achieve.
Well,
I'd be
Ichabod is
Pretty-
also down and horribly injured.
Yeah.
So
Ichabod's also horribly injured.
Well, he's not down, but he is unstable. Yeah.
Okay.
But he's looking very worse for wear. There's a knife in Aggie's shoulder that you see hurled from the child's hand as he rolls out of the way of this force.
There's
Clearly,
something like
originally
as
intent on going towards Leopold. Paz seems to be communicating with him.
okay.
Everything, if you were to draw it out on a big crazy map on the wall with a bunch of strings, everything is centered on this one tornado in the middle.
Okay. I'm going to run over to the sound desk area. Because there's something Billy's always wanted to try with some Fae people. Because, okay. Hang on.
This could well become canon if it works.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay, so I'm
Dubstep.
going to scroll through. Is there a collection of CDs there? Or is there something I can do to see?
Yeah. No, there's like... It's
through.
very community hall collection of
Please
CDs,
burn a
CDs,
luck
those,
point
whatever.
to find the CD you want.
Okay, so I want to shout out to the Fae. Oh, I need to work out how to do this. Right.
What do you want to
So,
do?
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
what I'm trying to
dance-off
do is
time.
no. I want to
Oh.
try and use like literal weird Fae wordy psychology because they are wounded by iron. So I'm going to play Iron Maiden on the basis of the sound should
Bruh.
hurt them if they're so musically focused.
you see that foreshadowing that I did earlier.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was good.
yeah,
Nice,
great.
Nice. If only you hadn't destroyed the snow eddy.
Go
I wanna
for
see
it.
if
So,
Iron Maiden will wound it on
Yeah.
the basis of its acoustic iron.
what are you specifically saying to Molnis then? To like,
So Billy needs to connect the dots and
Run
show
to the
how it
hills.
fits together.
Metal.
I don't know the name of the creature, do
Surely
I?
back to black. We've all been invited to his party.
True.
So
No.
Bay Beast, not Leopold.
Hi! Oh, not me. Okay, fine.
more like, hi.
You
Yeah.
You're receptive to music in its most magical forms. You take all of its strengths. You must also accept all of its weaknesses. This is Iron Maiden. And I'm going to have to fiddle with the CD tray for a minute.
Roll act under
Take it
pressure.
out. Act
Yeah.
under pressure.
You've got to then have the awkward 20 seconds as you queue up the track on the Discman.
What bonus am I for? Cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
So 9
plus
plus 1, 10.
Ooh.
Boom.
You do what you set out to do.
No idea.
Iron Maiden starts. I imagine you crank the speakers up as well. It
Up
blares through the
11.
speakers.
What song
And-
specifically?
It's not immediately obvious
95.
whether it's harming them or if it's just really, really loud.
AC/DC.
But
No,
both-
that is AC/DC.
both Leopold and Molnis seem to stop dead for a second.
Back in black would be good for me and Paz. Run to the hills might make him want to go away.
Back in Black. I mean, come on. You
I
gotta go for the
googled
classic.
Iron Maiden 1995, and Man on the Hill came up as first. Man on the Edge. Sorry.
Man on the Edge. Yeah, that's what you're thinking of.
That's good for Ichabod.
As soon as as soon as
as an advantage to that, I'm going to let someone else go first before Molnis gets.
I mean, Ichabod
So you can
slams his
pick
dagger
someone.
right back in his chest.
Yeah, he's just going to keep stabbing, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Go for it.
That's fine.
So what did you do
Might
last
be
time?
like,
4 damage?
Nah, motherfucker, nah.
No, last time it was 2.
2. All right. Yeah. Okay.
9 on the die, 10, 12.
That'll definitely hit. So on the 12, yeah, completely. All hunters involved can get +1 forward, or you suffer no harm at all, which you won't do in this case anyway. Your attack inflicts double the normal amount of harm, or your attack drives the enemy away in a rout.
Ichabod is Ichabod. I mean, he's a monster hunter and a monster killer, so he goes double damage. I mean, he just drives that dagger in deep and twist. He's like, die, motherfucker.
You see Molnis screech, and like the image of this 10-year-old overlaps with a significantly taller, older looking man of Leopold's rough age and description,
Does he seem
and it
familiar?
flickers between them. In as far as you've probably seen people around the Unseelie Court that you don't really know the name of, but
Oh, yeah, you. Oh, hi.
and yeah, he looks quite badly injured.
We're not really cousins.
Oh, good.
It
Get in here, Von Wagner, and kill it.
appears to be like trying to write something on the floor.
Oh, crap. Stopping that.
Who's up next?
Oh. I will happily try and chop his fingers off if he's trying to write magical runes on the floor. I mean, none of that. Magic sword
Go for it.
from
Yeah,
the doorway. Just flick, flick, flick. No, cousin.
kick some ass.
Ooh, what is that now? That. Oh, that's another
If
one. of those.
yeah,
10.
10. Okay then. Yeah.
That's
So, 1 forward to yourself for another hunter. Inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, -1 harm. But that's not really what he's going for in this case. Or you force them where you want them.
Throw me a forward. I have a plan.
I'm gonna say if you let him complete the ruins, he's probably gonna disappear.
No, I need to stop him completing the run. So I will. Thank you, Aggie. It's a good suggestion, but actually, and I'm just gonna kind of flick and force Molnius back from where he's scrolling.
Yeah. He gets hurtled backwards, and whatever he was writing on the floor disappears. How much does he take then? 2 harm? 3 harm?
3 should be 3 because it's the sword plus the magic.
Coughs. Looks at you
Cousin?
all.
We do not need to do this.
Looks down,
Agreed.
and then looks at Paz and says, don't forget what they did here. And he collapses forwards onto the floor.
Ichabod, chop off his head.
All right. Ichabod's holding his side, blood just pouring down his face, goes over and just chops the head right off. He's like, where do you want it, Von Wagner?
On a pyre?
All right.
The eyes look at Leopold for a second. and you hear in your head, "You'll never find a way back now."
I was already exiled.
I want to search the body before the pyre starts.
Yep. What are you looking for?
Anything relevant, not trinkets or items that this individual might have had due to their life in this town, but things that are significant to the Unseelie court.
What seems to be probably the most
Maybe
useful for Paz, if you can confiscate it before Agent Anderson can
Rest
see
assured, Paz
Yeah.
is grabbing whatever the fuck she wants.
is there appears to be something akin to a map of secret ways and places that attach to other places, not necessarily of this realm.
Well,
Map
good
of the
God, she's
unreal.
grabbing that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I like the fact that we're all absolutely fine with Paz just basically fondling corpses.
Still in
Paz
front of the
fondles
house.
all sorts of things.
Yeah.
You have to be specific.
It just seems to be noticed. Like, oh yeah, that's just Paz.
Paz,
fondling.
just Paz.
Yep,
Billy,
whatever.
while you're still over by the PA, the lights around you flicker slightly in a pattern.
Okay. And I suddenly go, "Oh my god, there's a guy locked in the trunk of our car." And I run out of the building. Because I figure the spell's stopped.
Is there anything else in the pockets aside from the map?
Mostly, yeah, just his dagger and
His
stuff
belt?
like that.
The dagger is
not
currently
really.
me.
No. Yeah.
I also have one.
The dagger is also in his pocket and in his hand.
It's quantum.
Hmm.
Do we have
But,
quantum in
no,
1995?
There aren't
The
any
map
shells.
disappears into my bagel pocket.
Yeah.
You call it
So-
a pocket.
Before we wrap up, is there anything else anyone wants to do?
Yeah, I think I'm going to
Bagel.
bind all of the versions of that knife into the one that's stuck in me using my blood.
Yeah, you can do
That's
that.
dangerous.
You
That needs to
end
be
up
controlled.
with a single Unseelie dagger.
Please take the one from my ribs. That's fine. I would like to do the whole Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader pyre scene.
Sure.
Oh, and
Well,
I
maybe
forgot
not
about
make
the
it that
people
long,
I've got
but-
mind controlled as well. I need to
Oh,
walk
yeah.
those people outside. And
Well,
release
they're
them.
sort of, they're not as they're just looking befuddled and confused now. They weren't really dancing anymore either.
We should probably check on the ones with the doctor and the ones in the boot of the car.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ichabod is just bleeding and goes over to Agent Anderson and goes, I
Yeah.
really think I need to go to the hospital.
Oh no, wait! Mr. Rust, I may be able
Hey.
to help.
Yeah.
I was going to say, otherwise, Agent Anderson says, I think there used to be a hospital near here that I know about.
Oh no, we have been there and yeah, that's fine actually. Yeah, Ichabod, you should go there.
Yeah, I think
Or
a
I could
monster's
do
house?
some of my hoodoo voodoo on you and then you'll be much better.
you know,
I would
Von
take
Wagner,
that.
I just
I know
don't
that
trust you.
about
I don't know why.
Anything else?
Note that my first experiment with acoustic iron was unsuccessful.
I loved your
It was-
experiment
it
with
was-
acoustic iron.
It stopped both Leopold
Yeah, I
and
did
Molnis. You
have
don't
an
know
effect.
whether it hurt them or not, but
And I will
Def-
never tell you.
yeah. Also, you seem to be, you have another set of blinking light images engraved in your mind that you need to. When later on in the evening, when you write it all out again, these ones say, "Help us."
Oh crap.
Ichabod, wait before you leave.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, I don't like you.
I know, Paz. And let's be clear, the feeling is
Yeah.
mutual. And if I ever find your freaky, extra dimensional, never dying lover, I'm going to do everything in my power to kill that goddamn bastard too.
No, you're
If-
going to be a snap.
If
love
I ever
triangle.
find you off the clock, honey, it's mutual.
Okay, kids, it's time for cake and coffee.
Agent Anderson just sort of like, right, everyone back to the Snapmobile.
Agent Anderson, I need you to investigate the Dryad Corporation because they are messing up with the spiritual environment of this whole area, and they're going to cause a lot more problems like this one.
Just rubs his head and sort of scratches and sighs and like, yeah,
Or
I'll add it
or-
to the list.
Or I could deal with them if that would help.
Hey, Leo, when you do your healing magic, does it fix clothes as well?
No.
Oh.
Give Agent Anderson the car antenna back because so I didn't find any pirate radio stations.
Okay.
You won't get pirates this far from the coast.
No. Okay, well,
We just need to do the pirate scene, and then we're good.
Yeah. So you
Marius,
ritually
you are a little
burn.
dick, and I did not know you at all, and this did not need to happen.
Very far in the background, you see a sort of shell-like hulking creature far enough away that you can just about make it out, but it can
And you
get
are
away quickly enough.
released. Go home.
Ichabod just kind of screams after it. Yeah, sorry. Ish. I'll kill you next time.
And it slinks off into a nearby river and
Wow, I'm
disappears.
making the note of Ichabod character developed. Yeah,
Yeah,
apologize to monster. Oh
I
my
don't think my
god.
character tries to follow it towards the river.
And with that, we'll fade to black.
Yes, please. Let's just do the whole steam train into a tunnel, fade to black thing.
Anyway, thank you everyone, and especially really shocked-looking Nye for joining us.
Thank you. No, best. The reason why we're not all dead.
True story.
Yeah.
Lois, I believe you've got something coming up on Thursday as well.
Yes.
God,
Yeah,
really?
on Thursday we're playing End of the World, the Zombie Apocalypse.
What's the
Otherwise
special twist
known
of
as
that?
Garkon, the Reckoning. Where our intrepid players will be playing themselves in the zombie apocalypse.
No way.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what? That's crazy.
So we can expect the zombie apocalypse to continue completely unabated
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
we're screwed.
while they sit around making smutty innuendo at one another.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
Excuse me.
I know
I
me.
wasn't
I know me very well, and in a zombie apocalypse, I will not be making
Just-
smutty innuendo.
Yeah.
I will.
The first scene, the first sign of trouble, Aaron's just going to leave everyone behind. And like,
No,
be
no,
like,
no.
just-
No, in a zombie apocalypse, I will be right behind Aaron, feeding him ammunition. Because otherwise, I'm a zombie. Or dinner. It's one of the two.
I mean, life's probably very carefree as a zombie. But
Is it
we'll find out.
though?
Is it
One wonders.
life?
anyway, I
How
think
many of the zombies are muddled after me? I must ask.
Not enough.
Well,
I think it's
we'll
the simple answer to that.
find out on Thursday.
Yeah, tune in Thursday to
I'll
find
have to
out.
tune in then.
Mm.
And then after
Um,
that, we will see you again in the new year. I believe our next activity following that is possibly a TIG on the 3rd, maybe, if everybody's well enough and it's feasible in terms of time, which would be this year in Garblag. Light Twig
Ah.
only turned up to 11,
A
I thought you just
chig.
or
said it
12
wrong.
actually,
A chig.
or
Chig.
52 thinking about it.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah, numbers.
Well, we did, and then you started talking.
Yeah, complicating things. Right, let's let the nice people go
Okay.
to bed then.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, good night
Night,
from
night,
Garblag
night.
Games.
Oh, quick plug.
Oh.
Tomorrow, if anybody here is interested in a time zone untowards to the folks in this chat, except perhaps Aaron, you might find me portraying a character in the Dishonored franchise, which conveniently enough has a modifious RPG hack that can muster the forces of said franchise towards creating an interesting world. And you might find me playing a Dishonored character on Diesel Shot, my channel, at around 8:30 EST, which, you know, I realize most people here are asleep for, but if you're interested, tomorrow, 8:30 EST, if Garblog isn't putting on one of their famous Garblog North American games.
Nope, not till next week. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think
you
next
go.
week Action Cthulhu will start, but not this week.
Wait, shit! Really?
Okay.
Damn! Crazy. I should hit Matt. Is Matt running it?
Yep, definitely hit him up.
I should hit him up and see if he's yeah, well, anyway, regardless of plans here, aside from Garblog's game next week, if you're interested around 8:30 p.m. EST, you could check out Diesel Shot, and we will be running a Dishonored game. It's going to be a 2-shot, so only 2 games of this will air. But please come through because we are hosting a myriad of players and a very, very interesting setting in the modifious RPG system, which is similar to the modifious system for
2D20.
Yeah. It's the modifious system.
Right.
Anyway, check it out. If you're interested in coming through, we're going on tomorrow.
And then, join us on Thursday and from next week in the new year. All right. Thanks, everyone. Good night. Bye.
Cheers.